everybody, to Staples Center as we welcome our television audience to join us on the simulcast. Again, these two teams split the meetings last year, East and West. First, the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers at 2-5 so far on the early season, 1-1 here at Staples Center. The starters: Rick Fox making his first start of the year, Devin George out of the lineup tonight along with Robert Horry, Samaki Walker, Kobe Bryant, and Derek Fisher. The coach of the Los Angeles Lakers in his fourth season is Phil Jackson, along with Jim Clemens, Frank Hamblin, Kurt Rambis, Tex Winter, and Gary Vitti, the longtime trainer. For the visiting Atlanta Hawks, we've talked an awful lot about their front court, and it is exceptional. All stars right across the board. Starting up front with Glenn Robinson, Shareef Abdur-Rahim, and Theo Ratliff, currently and again leading the NBA in block shots. Ira Newble out of the backcourt, along with Jason Terry from the University of Arizona. In his third season at 61 and 110 overall is Lon Kruger, most recently coached collegiately at Florida and Illinois. Ready for the opening tip, Samaki Walker against Theo Ratliff. Ratliff easily controls the tip. The Hawks in their red and white road uniforms control and will have it to start the fourth quarter. The officials: Jack Neese, George Tolliver, and Leon Wood. Inside to Shareef Abdur-Rahim, backing down, using that long reach. That's missed. Good defense by Robert Horry, who takes the rebound.
Robert did a great job of not allowing him to get that one more dribble into the key, which would have made that shot much easier.
Abdur-Rahim averaging 19.5 points per game. Fisher away from Terry. Gets that ball through. Errant pass inside. Samaki Walker comes down to get it. No. Long rebound taken by the hustling Robert Horry. Fresh shot clock. Horry down the middle. The one-handed swoop. No. Tipped up and in by Samaki Walker.
Well, as we thought the Hawks would come out and try to do a good job on the glass, it's the Lakers would come out and get 2 or 3 shots on their first possession.
Terry, wearing that white headband, goes inside. This time to Ratliff. Turns. Kobe comes to help. Good help defense. Outside pump fake by Robinson. Foot jump shot. Woefully short. Giving up the offensive rebound to Newble. And back inside by Ratliff once again. Offensive rebounds back-to-back for the basket, Stu.
Well, the Lakers gave up an easy one there, just like the Hawks did on the previous trip down.
Boy, very close already between. You better watch out. Derek Fisher and Jason Terry really going at one another, both on and off the ball. Rick Fox up fake. Loses Glenn Robinson. Off glass. Does not draw iron. Rebound taken by Ratliff.
Well, there comes a time when you don't have a shot. Rick probably better served to pass that one and set up the offense.
Tied at 2, just underway here at Staples. Nice move down the lane, but missed by Abdur-Rahim on the runner.
Thought he had a good first step against Samaki Walker and couldn't finish.
Rick Fox turns on the just bobbled it. Otherwise, he would have had a layup out to a wide open Robert Horry. Good 18 feet right side.
You know what? I'm glad Rick bobbled that ball because Theo was in the crouch ready to go up and add to his blocked shots for the season.
Really great to see Theo Ratliff back in the lineup, an all-star back in 2000, and then because of the injury and the risk that Philadelphia wanted to take, they traded him for Dikembe Mutombo, and he was an all-star and traded all within about a week. Down the middle is Shareef Abdur-Rahim, has that, rejected Ratliff with it. The Lakers with a good steal. Fox comes out of the backcourt.
Good hands so far defensively.
Fisher's got it. Pull-up jump shot, no, and Fisher's cold shooting continues. 2 for 10 in his last game on the road at Washington. Terry out of the backcourt, right over Derek Fisher. What is it? It's the 8th game of the year, and I would say Derek Fisher's already in double digits with respect to drawing charges.
Well,
Stu.
That's just like a steal. You know, Derek Fisher doesn't get credit for that in the stat sheet, but he caused that's just like as a turnover. So they should give Derek Fisher a steal on that play.
I agree with you. The Lakers leading at 4-2. Kobe out of the backcourt. Kobe averaged 27 points, 9 rebounds on the trip. Looking inside, wants it against Newble. Newble fronts him. Back up top to Fisher. Come left side on the handoff. Fisher's got it back. Samaki Walker cuts through the lane. 6 on the shot clock. Kobe's first shot of the night goes off the back iron. Good offensive rebound by Samaki Walker. Back up and in on the jump hook.
Again, offensive rebound. Theo's so anxious to try to go after block shots, not boxing out properly.
Terry pull-up jump shot off the crossover is good from 19 feet. Got a good screen up top from Glenn Robinson.
That's the thing about guards guarding on the perimeter. They have to have help from the big players. You have to tell me where the screen is.
6-4 Lakers. Kobe with it left side up top to Fox. Fisher looking for Kobe, comes back to him. Guarded by Newble, comes left side again. Kobe the up fake. Newble stays in front, gets a screen for Walker around it. Nice give and go. Walker attacks, no, blows the layup. Theo Ratliff there inside, probably changed that one. Jason Terry out of the backcourt quickly. Another pull-up jump shot, no. Pace pretty frenetic with all the offensive rebounds. Here comes Fox out of the backcourt.
Well, the pace would really have favored the Hawks, even though they're the last game of the trip. The Lakers so short-handed.
Only 10 players able to dress and play tonight. Devin George, nice block inside on the jump hook. Samaki Walker had that rejected by Ratliff, and right away another steal, this time by Orr. Kobe thought about attacking, pulls up 18-footer, no offensive tip, not good by Fox. Here comes Atlanta. Terry out of the backcourt, drop pass to Glenn Robinson, pull-up jump shot, bothered from behind by a hustling Robert Horry. Fisher back in the play to get it.
Well, Robert Horry has been everywhere to start this game.
Well, give Rob a couple of days off, and he's as good as new.
Well, he's pretty good, but Rob says, I'm not quite good as new yet. So give me his out there.
His 10-year warranty ran out a while ago. Long rebound off the miss taken by Kobe. Lakers lead at 6-4. Neither team shooting the ball well. The Lakers 3 of 12. Atlanta is 2 of 9. How about shooting the ball terribly? How's that?
More accurate.
Yep. Fox turns the corner, back outside, 10 on the shot clock. Wants a screen from Samaki. Around it, gives to Walker. Walker, tough chasing that down out to Kobe. Fisher's got to shoot this against the clock. Misses for 3, comes up short. Rebound taken by Robinson of Atlanta.
Well, you could tell with that left Fisher's hands that it was going to be a little short.
Abdur Rahim at the other end with the layup over Kobe. Give the assist to Jason Terry.
Well, Abdur Rahim, the guy can run the floor. He can shoot the ball from 18 to 20, and he can also post.
What an outstanding player. Played just 1 year of college basketball at Cal from Marietta, Georgia, so he's gone back home to play. Walker flashes into the lane. Theo Ratliff got a piece of that. That's his second block shot.
You cannot show Theo Ratliff the basketball. You must do something to keep him anchored to the floor.
Ratliff tries to answer, turnaround jump shot. No, Walker's got the rebound. But here's the thing, Samaki feels like he's got separation. Do you still have to give a head fake because Theo plays so deep?
No, you make up the difference. You go to the body. You cannot just give him that separation. He jumps too well.
Kobe with it right side, one-on-one against Newble, spins back. Nice move by Kobe. Counts if it goes, hangs on the rim. Just falls off, and the foul is against Atlanta, and Kobe will shoot a pair of free throws.
Kobe came out of the locker room with a jersey size large. Now he's got an extra large as he's working on Newble. Gets into the painted area, and then head fake and turns around, goes up, misses the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot his first free throws of the night.
And that foul was called on Glenn Robinson. The free throws first is missed by Kobe after he was perfect from the free throw line on the entire trip back east. 22 for 22 NBA scoring leaders. Tracy McGrady off to a wonderful start. We'll see Stevie Francis on Sunday, and then Kobe Bryant at 28.7 points per game. Second of 2 free throws is good. The Lakers lead the Hawks 7-6, 6:35 remaining in the first period here at Staples Center. Terry with it left side, guarded by Fisher, who's given him a little bit of room. Terry, a good outside shooter. Nice backdoor cut. Good help defense by Kobe on the steal. Fisher running left side. Kobe waiting for some reinforcements. Atlanta is back. One-on-one against Abdur Rahim. Crossover dribble. Kobe got in the air, tried to throw it out to Horry. It's off of Newble and will be the Lakers' ball. 15 on the shot clock.
Easiest steal Kobe will get. Abdur Rahim sent the telegram, and Kobe read it quite well. 6:14 to play. The Lakers up by 1, 7-6. You're watching the World Champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Oh, yeah. Can't be like anybody else's show.
No.
And you know what? Let's not say that we're going to be cutting edge. Just be cutting edge. Like this you got on right now. Don't even put the sleeves on.
I will show up.
You know what I mean? I mean, you can show the pads.
I'm with that.
That's like a Star Wars thing. There you go.
I'm with that. There you go. Y'all see I got the money?
Yeah. I come like this here.
Can I come this way? I'll come like this.
The NFL Show with Irvin, Syracuse, and Davidson. Saturday and Sunday on Fox Sports Net.
Look at that. You're hanging out here, bro.
Not to tell your favorite old movies that you're cheating on them. Ready to see something new? Then turn to Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies. Jimmy Morris always wanted to play in the majors.
Do you know how many guys can throw the ball 98 miles an hour?
Not many.
Now he finally gets his
I
chance.
think you should do this.
It's never too late to believe in your dreams.
You the old guy?
Dennis Quaid is
I'm the old guy.
the rookie.
Lakers basketball is brought to you by Carl's Jr. for the great taste of charbroiled burgers. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher. By Adidas Basketball, Forever Sport. And by Dodge. You can take life as it comes,
or you can grab life by the horn. Dive.
Well, Lakers leading the Atlanta Hawks by 1, 7-6. Not a pretty game to start, especially shooting-wise, but Theo Ratliff has had something to do with that. He's already got 2 block shots. He comes into the game as the league leader, just under 4 per contest, so he's on pace to increase that.
The Lakers off the inbounds play on the weave. Theo Ratliff certainly taking up some room down inside. Nothing new that he would have a lot of block shots. Kobe misses the turnaround jump shot. Rebound taken by Robinson. Terry out of the backcourt, looking inside. Everybody wants to go inside against the Lakers until Shaquille comes back. Good defense by Samaki Walker against Ratliff. Robinson down the middle, pullback jump shot. Oh, Rick Fox, does it fall and gets the bounce? It's hanging up, and it falls through.
That was the longest wait for an and one that I've ever seen. That ball hit every section of the rim and finally decided, well, I think I'll go in. You've earned this, big dog. As working on Rick Fox does a great job of creating the contact. That's a good offensive move by Glenn Robinson. And finally the ball says, I'll give it to you.
Balls have gotten stuck up there on that back panel behind the rim as Robinson completes the three-point play, but that was up there a long, long time. Atlanta back on top, 9-7, 5:35 remaining. Horry on the cut. Gets it all the time, Stu. Robert Horry, such a good move, strong cut to the basket. He's fouled from behind by Abdur Rahim, his first.
He's deceptive on that play. He's not going the same speed all the time. He changes speeds, and that makes the defense change speeds as well. Then they have to hold him.
Fisher's got it back to Robert Horry. Right side to Kobe, wants a screen from Samaki Walker. Walker comes out, Kobe inside to Walker. Shot clock winding down, Kobe on the cut. Stopped by Newble, no. High over Theo Ratliff, Kobe misses it. Offensive rebound, no, rejected. Ratliff, pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. Blocked again, no. Samaki Walker with the rebound, and boy, Samaki Walker, a great effort along with Kobe to keep that ball alive, but Theo Ratliff again making his presence felt.
I mean, the guy is just an intimidator in there. He's so quick off the floor. This time Samaki decides, well, I better give him about a dozen head fakes, and he still doesn't bite, gets the shot off, and then in the rebound attempt gets fouled yet again, so Samaki earned these two.
Got to give all those head fakes, Stu, but when you give that many and you get the shot off, it's hard to be accurate with the attempt. First free throw is good by Samaki Walker.
It's also hard to get away from a 3-second violation. He gave the guy 5 head fakes. I mean, that's, if you're counting, that's going to be close to 3.
Well, what we've seen so far, you can be in there 8 or 9 seconds. We've seen that a lot so far this year. Both free throws are good, and we're tied at 9. Right side to Robinson. The Lakers showing some half-court trap, some zone defense. Newble right down the middle, rejected by Walker. The Lakers have missed their last 10 field goal attempts. Right side to Rick Fox off the backboard. No. Newble with the rebound.
Well, it's been a block party so far from both teams.
Yeah, both teams doing a very good job. You'd expect it from Atlanta. Here's Kobe. 3-on-1. Kobe on the break. Back pass to Rick Fox for the layup and good.
Excellent job on the transition by Kobe. He played that one perfectly. You just don't pass for the sake of passing. Wait for the defense to commit, as he did.
That cold streak ends, as it should have, on a 3-on-1 break against the point guard. Robinson comes up short. That ball's tipped back out by Ratliff. Terry around the screen. He's double teamed. Goes to Abdur Rahim. He spins, up fake, run over by his own man.
Oh, that's going to be a bad call because Theo Ratliff is running to the front of the rim and runs right up the back of Abdur Rahim and gets the foul called on Robert Horry. Nice head fake, but here comes Theo, who fouls his own player. That'll teach you not to pass the ball back to me. I'll block your shot. I don't care if you're my teammate or not.
Wow, what a terrible call. Theo Ratliff just ran right up the back of Abdur Rahim. Robert Horry still can't believe it. He's talking to Jack Neese going, what in the world did you call?
Well, Robert's been in this league long enough to know that there are going to be times when things are called that just don't make any sense whatsoever.
And that was one of them. Abdur Rahim good on the first free throw. The Lakers leading it and now tied at 11. 4:21 to play. Paul Sunderland back with Stu Lance here at Staples Center. 3-game homestand before a short trip for Dallas and San Antonio. Dallas the only undefeated team in the league. All the way under, passes off. Trying to find Samaki Walker. A foul is called.
Catch Theo Ratliff. Kobe uses the basket as an ally there. Turns the corner. Nice screen by Robert. That's enough to get Newble off the defensive mark. And Theo comes around, and Kobe's looking to throw it up there. Gets fouled. They said he was in the act of passing, which he was. So it'll be ball out of bounds for the Lakers. Samaki Walker already with 7 rebounds.
Wow.
They've only played 7 minutes.
There have been a lot of misses, Stu. There have been a lot of misses. Fox down the middle, out to Ori, who passed up a 3. Fisher, his third shot is perfect. 19 feet just off the left wing.
But I mean, really, he looked a lot better on that one. He had rhythm. He stepped into it, did a great job of stepping off the three-point line.
Lakers lead it 13-11. Terry off the dribble, splits the double team, splits it once again. In trouble along the baseline. 10 on the shot clock. Abdul Rahim down the lane. Kobe comes out to help, and then butcher down inside is Alan Henderson, who just came on out of Indiana in his 8th season.
And that's a good foul. I mean, when you get faked in the air like that, you know you're had. So you might as well make sure they can get an and one. And so Marky Walker up in the air, the only thing he's thinking about is, I'm going to make sure that Alan Henderson doesn't get a three-point play. Speaking of Henderson, the scouting report shows you that he brings some offensive punch off the bench. This is a guy that can score. You can't take him lightly. Very smart player. Comes in and does a great job in that department. And the keys with him is going to be health. He had staying healthy for 82 games is something that they're counting on from Allen this season.
Only played 26 games last season. The Lakers should take note that Theo Ratliff is now on the sidelines as both free throws are good. 3:43 remaining in the first quarter. The Lakers and Hawks tied at 13. Kobe left side goes to Fox. Kobe cuts through the lane inside to Ori. Back to the basket. Lakers trying to establish some inside presence. An offensive foul is called away from the play. That's on Rick Fox holding one of the Atlanta Hawks trying to come out and defend Kobe.
You know, when you're in a crowd like that, there are a lot of times you get away with holding and pushing or grabbing or whatever the case may be. But Rick tried to do a quick move that time and got caught. Turns the ball back to the Atlanta Hawks.
Emmanuel Davis comes on, 6'5", 195, out of Delaware State, briefly with the Los Angeles Lakers in their training camp in 2000. 2 years in Houston, 2 years in Seattle.
Brian Shaw comes in with Rick Fox picking up his second foul, and Brian coming off that 20-point game in the dramatic loss to the Wizards.
8 of 11 shooting, 4 of 6 from outside the arc. Almost single-handedly brought the Lakers back into that basketball game before that awful defensive breakdown. Down inside, Abdul Rahim. Shot clock winding down, turnaround, fall-away jump shot is beautiful from the baseline against Ori.
Good job that time of keeping it high, and Kobe guarding the big dog now. I look for Atlanta to try to take Kobe into the post.
Fisher, Samaki Walker down inside. Kobe thinking about it, but stays up at the top of the key. Fisher picked up his dribble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kobe coming left side around a screen from Shaw. Gets the crossover dribble. Goes baseline. Gets Newble in the air. He counts if it goes. It does not go. Kobe will shoot another pair of free throws.
Well, Newble did a pretty good job of trying to stay in front of Kobe, but then bit on the head fake, and once Kobe got him in the air, it was all over. Lakers are now trailing the Atlanta Hawks 15-13. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Guess what? Susie said we got fixed, so I don't have to be the dumb dinosaur. I get to be the peacock.
Great. Peacock.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines nonstop from Southern California to Phoenix for just $29 each way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Back at Staples Center early in the first quarter, and with that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Papa Pilsner.
Hey.
Now at AM/PM, get a great deal on ice-cold 18 packs of Bud Miller and Coors.
Sir Frosty.
Neither team shooting the ball at all well so far. The Hawks with a narrow lead over the Lakers, 15-13. Shaquille O'Neal will miss his 8th game of the early season. We had a chance to catch up with the big fella and see how he's coming along in his own words.
It feels pretty good. I wish I could be out there in real life, but I'm not going to go out there half speed anymore because, teams are coming at us 1,000%, so I at least want to be above 70% when I'm out on the court. Right now, it's not doing too well.
Message from Shaquille O'Neal that he's not feeling all that great, Stu, and we knew that traveling with him out on the road, but also that he was well below 80% most of last year and put up with that pain as long as he possibly could.
Well, he just wants to play 100% or close to it. He knows that on a bad reel, as he did last year, he can put up 25 and 10 any given every night. I mean, that's not a problem for the big fella, but he just wants to be able to do it as pain-free as possible.
If he gets back to 100%, as strong as he is, as mobile as he is, it's over. Thank you. It's over. Davis out of the backcourt. Both free throws good by Kobe. We're tied at 15. 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Both teams throwing up a lot of bricks. The Lakers shoot 24%. Atlanta 33. Newble with it, guarded by Shaw. Up top to Abdur-Rahim. He can make that shot. Going to have to go. Goes around Ori. Walker comes over to help. And Abdur-Rahim high off the glass for the layup.
And there you can see the evidence of Robert Horry, and he's not 100% defensive. Robert never gives up plays like that. That's just taking advantage of a guy that's a little deep.
Abdur-Rahim off to a good start with 8 points. Ori's got it down inside. Davis came over to double team Ori, thinking about the follow-away jump shot to answer. That came up well short. Newble hustles after the rebound to Emmanuel Davis. Davis comes into the front court, picked up by Fisher. Kobe jumped out into the pass. And Fisher almost tied that up, almost had a steal. Double team on Abdur-Rahim. He turns, faces up on Ori, wants to back him down. Fisher comes over to help. 8 on the shot clock. Davis directing traffic back outside to Abdur-Rahim. 19-footer looking for his 10th point, and he's got it.
And that's what makes him something special is the fact that he can do just that. He just takes you off the dribble. He posts you up. Now he steps back about 18 feet and buries it.
Ori's got it left side, looking inside to Kobe. Pretty good battle with Ira Newble. Newble, a pretty good athlete, about the same size as Kobe Bryant. Played at Miami of Ohio in his 3rd season. Foul away from the play. The Hawks are out of fouls. Emmanuel Davis picks up the personal foul, and Derek Fisher will get to the free throw line.
Well, he's guarding Derek Fisher, he being Emmanuel Davis, and trying to make the entry pass to Kobe very difficult. He picks up the foul, but that's what you have to do. You can't allow players to just pinpoint the pass into the post, because I don't care how good a defense you're playing in the post, it becomes impossible then.
Slava Medvedenko comes on, replacing Samaki Walker, so the Lakers get even smaller, even though Slava is about the same size as Samaki, not the same leaping ability and shot blocking capabilities. Derek Fisher off to a slow start so far this year. He would tell you the same. Working at it as hard as anybody, makes both free throws, shooting just 31% from the floor so far this year. Davis out of the backcourt against some pressure from Derek Fisher. The Lakers trailing it 19-17. Davis around the screen, 17, pull-up jump shot is good off the wing.
Well, he's an interesting player. He was a former Laker once, and he had a bad stretch a year or two ago with very severe headaches. So I'm glad to see that they're all taken care of.
Shaw gets in the lane. Kobe's got it. 1:05 remaining in the quarter. Stutter step. Newble plays off. Crossover dribble. Kobe wants to get in the lane. Shot defended well by Newble. Kobe looking for his first basket still after 5 attempts. Davis with it left side on the wing. Goes inside. Robinson height advantage on Kobe. Good defense by Bryant. That rimmed in and out. Newble after the offensive rebound. Shaw's got it for the Lakers.
Newble is doing a great job of hustling. Didn't come up with that one.
Fisher sets his feet. Long range three. Comes up just a little bit short. Medvedenko high for the offensive rebound. Good hustle by Slava.
Two for one here.
Have an opportunity. 17 on the shot clock. Got to go, Slava, if you're going to go 2 for 1.
They might as well wait now.
Fisher gets in the lane. Good help by Henderson. Out to Medvedenko. Flat-looking shot. Robert Horry will give the Lakers the last possession of the quarter off the offensive rebound.
Well, they got the 2 for 1 the traditional way. Get an offensive rebound.
Shaw in the middle. They'll probably try to get the ball to Kobe, or Shaw might even go off the dribble. He goes right side on the weave looking for Fisher. The Hawks switching everything. Fisher gets in the lane. Kicks out to Robert Horry. In his spot. Comes up a little bit long, and that's the way the quarter will end.
Well, a good quarter for the Atlanta Hawks on the scoreboard. Not necessarily a good quarter for anybody other than Raheem. That's Sharif Abdur-Rahim, as he has 10 points on 4 out of 7. At the end of one, Atlanta 21, the Lakers 17. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Nothing from nothing, leaving nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me.
That's 0% APR with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days on every 2003 Chevy truck in stock, like Silverado.
Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me.
At your Southern California Chevrolet dealer.
Oh, there's no place like home.
Lowe's brings home improvement home for the holidays. Lowe's has 250 brand name appliances in stock. Take one home today or we'll deliver it tomorrow. We'll even haul your old one away for free. Use your Lowe's card and pay nothing for 6 months. And Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving the home improvement.
Introducing a new idea from America Online. New America Online 8.0. We listened to everything you asked for and designed new AOL 8.0 with better, more personal ways to stay close to the people you care about, the things that matter most, and to do it all more easily and more safely. AOL 8.0. It's not just a new version, it's a whole new vision.
Welcome.
You want to watch a big show on DirecTV, but your day is so busy you think it's not going to be. You got to drop the kids and the dog needs a walk, and when the really good part comes, that's when your mama calls to talk. But just look for the all-day ticket and pay once. And when you're ready, you can pick it all day till 6 a.m. Eastern. So when you're watching the show and you really gotta go, just get all-day ticket. And when you're ready, you can pick it. You know what I'm saying? All-day ticket.
At the end of the first quarter here at Staples Center, the Lakers trailing the Hawks 21-17. Now let's send it down courtside to Bill McDonald. Bill?
Thank you so much, Paul. Real quickly, talking to the Laker coaches before the game. Offensively, of course, what did they say? We have to shoot the ball better. That didn't work out. They're shooting under 20% in the first quarter. Defensively, though, they're worried about the matchup problems and that the Lakers are thin, losing bodies with injuries, and that the Hawks isolate for their stars as well as anybody in the league. On the left side of the floor for Abdur-Rahim and for the big dog, Glenn Robinson. I know Stu will be able to point that out throughout the course of the next period. Let's go back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Billy. We look, Stu, at the first quarter stats, and Bill McDonald referenced the 19% shooting.
Well, that's the biggest stat there is. 19% shooting. You're only down by 4. You're right where you want to be.
You should be glad where you are, shooting the ball that poorly. Fox has got it. Pargo on for the first time with Medvedenko. Kobe down inside. Gets the lob pass. Finds Medvedenko up and under. That's good for the Los Angeles Lakers. Nice pass by Kobe.
Well, again, Theo leaving early to go for the block shot, and Kobe finding the open man.
Henderson stays on. Darvin Ham, longtime NBA veteran. You know him a lot from good years in Milwaukee. Goes inside to Ratliff. Guarded by Medvedenko. Atlanta will want to go there. Ugly-looking shot came up woefully short off the front of the rim. Shaw bobbles the rebound, working his way out of the backcourt.
Well, they're trying to take advantage on the inside. They should go away from that and stay with what they do best.
Lakers trailing it now 21-19. Fox gets in the lane outside to Pargo. Long-range jump shot comes up short. Terry back in the game. That is Jason out of Arizona. Quickly to the long rebound.
Well, that's going to be a tough matchup for Pargo trying to guard Jason Terry.
We're going to find out right now. Comes around the screen. Ratliff on the roll was available. Now Pargo's guarding Ratliff. He didn't want any part of Terry. Newble kicks into the corner to Darvin Ham. Wants to attack. Runs over Rick Fox. No whistle. The ball ruled off of Rick Fox, who's lying on the ground, and it'll be Atlanta's ball, 5 on the shot clock.
That's an interesting sequence there as Rick Fox stands along the baseline. Darvin Ham trying to slow up, runs him over. No call there. And they said Rick Fox touched the ball fast.
Wow. Outside to Ratliff, who has to fire one up to beat the shot clock, and does. That's from 19 feet.
You know, there's really, when the shot clock is winding down like that, there's really no pressure on the players to make the shot. They just know they got a free shot because the coaches want to understand why they're shooting.
Lakers trail it by 4. Medvedenko, the head fake. Wants to get away from Ratliff. Got to get out of the lane. Brian Shaw continues his hot hand. three-pointer is good by Brian Shaw.
Despite shooting 18% from the field as a team, the Lakers trail only by 1.
Shaw 5 out of his last 7 from outside the arc. Terry pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound by Medvedenko. Shaw's got it in the middle, picked up by Hamko. Shaw goes right around him, looking for somebody to give it to. Good cut by Medvedenko. Pull-up little runner is good by Slava.
You know, certain players have a knack for getting to right spots. Slava is one of those players. He knows how to make himself available on the offensive end. That's why he finds places in the seams like that so easily.
Lakers back on top, 24-23. Terry with it on the left side, wants to back down, looking for cutters outside to Henderson. Up fake, doesn't do anything with Fox. Down inside to Ham. Big size advantage against Brian Shaw. Ham not known for scoring, does, however, spin and get away from Shaw, and will earn a couple of free throws.
I'll tell you, when he's on the box and he turns into toward the basket like that, you really better get ready to have something happen. That last basket by Slava, just a good example of running to the open spots on the floor. Rick Fox finds him, and Slava finds the basket.
To the free throw line is Darvin Ham. Played his college basketball at Texas Tech. Was never drafted. Picked up as a free agent and spent the last 3 years pretty successfully with the Milwaukee Bucks.
You have to match Darvin Ham's energy. He brings energy off the bench each and every time he steps on the floor.
Has had some injury problems last year, but I'll tell you, I really like him, Stu. He plays hard each and every night. He's very, very athletic. And now guarding Shaw in the backcourt. Henderson has got Fox. Kobe wants it against Newble so far. Newble's done a very good job on Kobe. Still looking for his first basket. Fall back 17-footer is good. I mentioned fall back. Kobe ended up on that very thick wallet of his.
Very nice job of giving a little bit of a jab fake to create some separation.
Oh, Henderson had a layup off the pass from Newble. Instead it's a turnover. Right side to Kobe. Looking for the open Laker. It's Fox. Steps behind the three. Measures that just a little bit long. Kobe with the offensive rebound. Kobe backing down on Terry. Senses that he's got a small one. Kobe pulls it back outside. Shaw wants a screen, guarded by Ham. Fox, tough ball away, jump shot comes up short. Hustling after it. Medvedenko and Kobe, they had it together and give it up, and now instead, Atlanta's got numbers. Reverse slam dunk is good by Darvin Ham.
That's Darvin Ham's game right there, attacking the rim. And I mean, he attacks with aggression each and every time.
Slava and Kobe both had a hand on that basketball, but just one each, and that's not enough. Park with a pull-up jump shot. No high for the rebound is Ratliff of Atlanta.
Well, he cleaned that one up, two-handed away from Slava.
Ratliff averaging 7 rebounds per game to go along with about 9 points, and again leading the NBA in block shots. Sets his feet, 17-footer. Does he get a bounce? No. There's Darvin Ham once again. Pargo makes a nice play to tie him up, but has a lot of arm in there as well, and is called for the personal.
Well, you can get to the ball quite easily when you start on the elbow, and that's what Pargo did with Darvin Ham. The Lakers 26, the Hawks 27. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Watkins Glen, Road America, Fifth and L, the IS from Lexus. If you really want to see it perform, ask about our new lease. Just $399 per month for 39 months with $2,242 at signing on approved credit. See your Southern California Lexus dealer.
Lakers basketball is brought to you by Coors Original, the official sponsor of Guys Night Out, by the Mercedes-Benz dealers of Southern California, by Southwest Airlines, bringing people together with low fares, and by Pepsi, the joy of Pepsi.
Well, with 8:12 to go in the first half, the Lakers are trailing the Hawks 27-26 around the NBA. A few scores that are final. The Clippers go to Miami and get a win, 101-82. The Seattle Sonics visit the Washington Wizards and beat them 101-95. Close game down in Houston, Texas. The Rockets 86, the Trailblazers 83.
We're going to see that same Houston Rocket team for the first of 4 meetings this year on Sunday. Another good team that didn't make the playoffs last year, much improved this season. Stevie Francis healthy once again. Atlanta's got it. Abdur-Rahim up top, guarded by Fox. Abdur-Rahim, big height advantage, turnaround jump shot. Sweet as can be for Abdur-Rahim, now with a dozen.
You have to make Rahim go to his right for his jump, for his pull-up jumper. When he goes to his left, he doesn't square up. A few right-handers do, but it just makes the shot that much easier.
Lakers trailing it by 3 inside to Medvedenko. Against Ratliff, doesn't want to go turnaround jump shot quick like that. Came up a little bit short. Ratliff has got another rebound. Half a dozen rebounds for Theo. Terry into the front court. Guarded by Pargo. Terry wants to go one-on-one crossover dribble outside to Ratliff. Move the ball to Newble. Glenn Robinson spending a lot of time on the sideline right now. Terry, pull-up jump shot, no. Medvedenko doing a good job on the backboard so far, Stu.
Well, he did a great job of walking Theo under the basket.
Shaw, pull-up jump shot. Is he still feeling it? Nope, that one comes up empty, and another rebound for Ratliff and Terry out of the backcourt. The Lakers are 9 for 36 from the floor. Inside to Ham, going after this mismatch. Ham guarded by Shaw. Wants to back down, fall away, jump shot. Good defense by Bryant. That's not Darvin's game. Shaw out of the backcourt.
He just recognized what he wants to do and make him do something else. He doesn't want to shoot jumpers. Make him shoot it.
Medvedenko does want to shoot jumpers and buries this one against Theo Ratliff running right at it.
Well, it doesn't matter to Slava who's running at him. You could send the whole team to him. He feels that he can still get the shot off.
Get it off. Might see it again every once in a while, particularly against Theo. Down inside. Nice pass from Darvin Ham, inverting that a little bit that time. Abdur-Rahim down inside for the dunk now with 14.
Great play that time. So Rahim goes down and seals right under the basket, and Ham with the nice bounce pass.
Lakers trail at 31-28. Shaw looking for Medvedenko, now still looking for Cutter. Shot clock down to 10. Kobe's got it left side, goes around. Ham gets to the basket. Layup good by Kobe.
3 defenders there. Nobody could get to it before Kobe lays it softly off the glass.
Bryant now with 7. The Lakers trailing 31-30. Terry looking inside. Why not go back to Abdur-Rahim? Massaging the ball in his hands. Wants to turn. Comes back down with it. Deflected by Fox. The play continues. Outside to Terry. Deep out of the corner. Misses the 3 rebound taken by Fox.
One of the best in the league is stripping you from the floor to your waist is Rick Fox.
Kobe has it right side, just blew past Darvin Ham. The same matchup is still there. Come back to Shaw, left side from Pargo. Looks good, is good for Brian Shaw. That's a 2. His foot was on the line.
Brian Shaw is going to become a designated shooter. Every time he touches it, you're going to want him to shoot it. He's absolutely carrying the Lakers.
Shaw averaged 12 points per game on that 3-game trip. As you mentioned, Stu had 20 points in 20 minutes against the Wizards as the ball is deflected out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Well, Kobe Bryant trying to bring his team back. Despite the poor shooting, Kobe has his team up 32-31. You're watching the world champion Lakers, Fox Sports Net.
Here's the dirt on the Nissan Xterra. You see, it's got this basket that holds just about anything you can throw at it, or in it, or near it. We think a gear basket's a great way to top off an Xterra. Get 0.9% financing and $750 cash back on every new 2002 Xterra at your Nissan dealer now.
Raymond Weil, Geneva, the Don Giovanni Collection.
So, I've been working on this surface thing. I'm actually getting a little better. That's because I figured out you got to have a Ford truck. You load it up, you get behind the wheel, man, you go anywhere.
Get into a new 2003 Ford F-150 and get 0% or $2,000 cash. F-Series, America's best-selling trucks.
think what you could do with a truck like this. The fun starts at your Ford dealer.
Bill McDonald back at Staples Center. Lakers with a 1-point lead. And hey, Laker fans, log on to FoxSports.com on Lycos and type in the keyword eBay and take part in the auction for a rare experience that has never been offered. It's a behind-the-scenes access pass to Fox Sports Net's coverage of the NBA, the package, 4 tickets, 2 media credentials, and much more. So log on and check it out. Back to Paul.
All right, Billy, thank you very much. The Los Angeles Lakers, thanks to Slava Medvedenko and Brian Shaw, heating up just a little bit. The former Los Angeles Laker and one of the great gentlemen in the history of the NBA, Stu, A.C. Green.
That's my guy, Junior. The ageless one.
Yeah,
he's probably still in better shape than 90% of the players in the NBA.
I talked to him earlier today. He was putting on a clinic for a group of young children here at Staples Center. Great to visit with AC anytime, and as you said, he looked like he could step right out and play. Lakers leading at 32-31. Terry spins around. Fargo gets inside, throws it off of Ratliff. Give the turnover to the Hawks. The Lakers will have it.
That's what happens when you have your mind made up. Jason Terry has a layup there, but he's thinking pass on the spin. Throws it out of bounds.
7th turnover for Atlanta. Lakers almost turned that one over. Glenn Robinson back on, brings only 3 points back with him on 1 for 5 shooting.
With Kobe out of the game right now, it really puts a lot of emphasis on Brian Shaw and Rick Fox to go ahead and look to be aggressive offensively.
Fox wants to go right. Medvedenko is available on the roll. There's Slava, 15-footer staying away from Theo Ratliff. Missed the easiest shot he's had all night, and then drops the rebound out of bounds. Mad at himself for missing that shot. Atlanta will have it.
Mad at himself for not maybe making up a little bit of distance as well. There was nobody between him and the basket. Go ahead in and attack the rims. If you go with aggression, you'll end up on the free throw line.
Abdul Rahim inbounds to Terry. Again, neither team shooting the ball well. Atlanta shooting it just at 40%. The Lakers have picked things up decidedly in the second period. Terry goes down the middle against Gennaro Pargo and is fouled. Easy play to call, and Terry will get to the free throw line.
Well, the reason the Lakers have picked things up is Brian Shaw and Medvedenko. The two of them have made 5 out of 9 shots. Other than that, the rest of the team is 7 out of 31 or so. So they're really relying on Slava and Brian in the field goal percentage department. But if you look at the scoreboard, they lead by 1. There's no way in this world they should be up.
Atlanta's been turning the ball over. The Lakers have been getting to the free throw line. Terry is good on 1 of 2 free throws. I was looking it up, Stu. Last year, the Lakers shot 46.8% from the floor. Of course, that includes Shaquille O'Neal, who led all players in the NBA for the 5th straight year. This year, the Lakers have only shot over 45% twice.
And again, the big key in that is no Shaquille O'Neal.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The Lakers are settling for a lot of three-point shots. They're getting behind in games and having to make comebacks. And Rick Fox just back into the starting lineup tonight, buries that shot deep out of the corner. The Lakers lead it by 1.
You can't be any deeper and not have it be a 3. Rick was close to the sideline.
Abdul Rahim now guarded and then double teamed by Medvedenko and Ori. That leaves Terry open. Long rebound comes right back out. Fargo was releasing. Dion Glover just on now out of Georgia Tech, getting his first couple of minutes for Atlanta. Medvedenko trying to stop Ratliff, making him handle it. Outside to Robinson, wants a screen. Robinson around it. Again, just made 1 out of his first 5. Crossover dribble out to Ratliff, loses Medvedenko, gets down the lane. Would have counted if it had gone. And Theo Ratliff will get to the free throw line.
You got to know the opposition. You got to know their strength. And Slava goes for a head fake from 16 feet. On Theo Ratliff. You want him shooting jumpers. You don't want him attacking the rim, and picks up the foul and sends Theo to the line for 2. You make him make that jump shot with the clock winding down.
That is right on the outer limits of Theo Ratliff's range, and I agree with you completely, Stu. You got to know what players like to do, and Ratliff wants to get to the basket. He did so off the head fake and misses the first of 2 free throws.
2 defensive mistakes and 2 players are out of the game. Fargo made a mistake not boxing out on Jason Terry. He immediately went to the pine. And then Slava gets that foul called on him, even though I believe that was Slava's that's his first foul. Yeah, so bad defensive mistake. He's out of the game.
Both free throws are missed. Samaki Walker back on and takes the rebound. So let's reset it for you. It is Ori, Shaw, Fisher, Samaki Walker, and Rick Fox who has it just off the left wing, right wing, back to Fisher. Looking up top, looking for cutters out to Shaw. Pull up, jump shot on the run. That comes up a little bit long. Robinson with a rebound.
Boy, Bryant thought he made that one as well.
So did I. Straight as an arrow, just a little bit long. 3:30 remaining in the second period. Abdur-Rahim step fake, fall back on Robert Horry. Good once again. Abdur-Rahim having a huge first half.
Well, that time Robert tried to step out and help on the screen to Jason Terry and then was off defensively trying to recover.
Abdur-Rahim now with 16, easily leading all scores. Horry tries to answer, fall away, jump shot comes up way short. Rebound, Terry's got it. Glover on the right side, good pass to Glover. Easy play, and the Lakers not getting back defensively.
But that's when you're the only guy back on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. You pretty much have to gamble. You can't just sit there and let them decide what they want to do.
Inside to Walker. Outside to Fisher. The Lakers trailing at 37-34. Robert Horry once again comes up short. Another rebound taken by Abdur-Rahim. Terry with it straight up the middle. Wants to get around Fisher. Little drop pass to Theo Ratliff. Walker backs off, and that is exactly the play. Theo Ratliff on the jump shot misses 16-footer, the play where Medvedenko fouled him before. Right side to Fox, 2:30 remaining in the quarter. Horry with it, comes left side to Shaw. Shaw around a screen, and a foul is called away from the play.
It's going to be a holding foul. I believe they're going to get Terry on that play. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the first half, and the Lakers are trailing by a big score. Not big score. 37-34. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Congratulations! You launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines from the LA area to Las Vegas for just $19 and to Oakland for $29.
You are now free to move about the country.
They're beautiful, aren't they? First one. You? 7. For now.
Mr. Cross? Time.
Around here, things aren't always what you'd expect. Like the Mercedes-Benz C230 Sports Coupe with a powerful supercharged engine and curve-handling electronic stability program starting at $25,615.
Baby takes it to the hole.
Look at him drive.
Daddy's unstoppable. Here's always gets the loose ball. Man, those dances are hot.
Now you ain't talking, John.
How many hot dogs did you eat?
I think it was 35.
The NBA love it live.
With the world champion Lakers trailing the Hawks 37-34, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Transmission problems? Take it to the experts. AMCO. For a job done right, guaranteed, at a price that's right. Call 1-800-GO-AMCO.
Look at the upcoming schedule. Remind you that the Lakers have played 5 out of their first 7 on the road. Friday against Golden State, much improved. Houston was winning tonight, and then a quick trip to Dallas and San Antonio, and then back home for the Chicago Bulls, and then a special night to honor Chick Hearn on the 24th of November against the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. That's the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. 3 straight games here at home. Paul Sunderland with Stu Lance, Bill McDonald. The Lakers trailing it by 3. Fox down the middle, misses that layup. Rebound taken by Robinson.
That was a good time to use his left hand. He had the defender behind him.
Robinson loses Horry down inside to Abdur-Rahim. Lots of contact, can't get the shot to go. But Abdur-Rahim earns a pair of free throws. No doubt about it, Stu. The best player on the floor so far.
He's done an excellent job of creating opportunities for himself. He's made 7 out of 11 from the field. And both of his free throw attempts. He's got 16 points, looking to add to that with 2:13 to go in the first half, and leading already the Lakers by 3, 37-34. I mentioned a big score. Not that the Lakers are trailing by a big score, that I was just impressed with this high-scoring affair. We're at halftime, and both teams are still sitting in the 30s.
Yeah, no question about that. It has not been an efficient game so far. I want to remind everybody that coming up at halftime on Fox Sports Net, be sure and stay tuned for a preview of tonight's Southern California Sports Report, and on KLAC and the Lakers Radio Network, it's Larry Burnett at the half. Both free throws are good. Abdur-Rahim now, if I've got that right, with 18 of the Hawks' 39 points. Kobe's back in, looks for Samaki Walker. That's deflected away. Here comes Newble. Going back to Newble, and he got the layup just to drop. Good pass on the return from Emmanuel Davis.
Well, turnovers are now starting to hurt the Lakers. You got bad shooting and turnovers. You're going to have problems scoring.
Kobe turns the corner, got in the air, looking to pass, had to fire up a wild shot. Creates another turnover, and Robinson will inbound to Davis.
Well, the Lakers right now are totally out of sequence, out of rhythm. They don't have anything working for them.
Emmanuel Davis, who just converted that 2-on-1 with Dion Glover. Oh, terrible pass right to Rick Fox. Fox looking from behind. He throws that down two-handed.
Nice job by Rick. Easy steal. That pass from Emmanuel Davis really went right to Rick. Emmanuel must owe Rick a favor or something.
A big favor. As much as the Lakers have been struggling offensively, they'll take a gift like that. And with all of that said, the Lakers trail it by only 5. Out to Newble. Good pass by Abdul Rahim. Newble nails the 17-footer right side.
Again, though, you can just tell by the body language, the Lakers just aren't in any kind of rhythm at all on either end of the floor.
Corey bringing the ball into the front court, crossover dribble, takes it against Abdul Rahim, wants to get in the lane, up off glass, does not draw iron. Samaki Walker with the offensive rebound, lots of contact, no harm, no foul. The ball is loose, and it is going to belong to some conversation with the 3 officials tonight, Jack Neese, George Tolliver, and Leon Wood, and the Lakers will have it with a new shot clock.
I think they just felt sorry for not calling a foul for Samaki, because actually I thought the ball went off of Samaki. Good effort by Samaki. Lakers can't get anything to go.
Rick Fox looking to inbound, having trouble getting it in there. Fisher's got it, goes inside to Kobe. Kobe so far on the night, just 2 of 8. Fall away, jump shot is no good, but the foul is called, and Kobe will get back to the free throw line. The foul is on Ira Newble, his second personal.
Well, with only 43 seconds to play, the Lakers, if Kobe can convert these 2 free throws, will be down only by 5 points. And the way they're playing, Phil Jackson has got to be ecstatic at the scoreboard. He's going to be absolutely furious at the team.
You look at how they're getting it done, Stu. 14 of 49. They have been effective from the free throw line as Kobe converts the first. The 3-game trip for Kobe Bryant went like this: 27 points per game, 9 rebounds, did not shoot the ball well from outside the arc, including 0 for 8 against the Boston Celtics, but he was perfect from the free throw line and had that streak broken his first attempt this evening. Second of 2 for Kobe. That rattles home. The Lakers trail it 43-38. Quickly out of the backcourt comes Emmanuel Davis. Davis wants to talk things over for his head coach, Lon Kruger.
I think they're going to take a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout on the world champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Z4 Roadster, the ultimate driving machine.
You know, neither team shooting the ball very well at all tonight. Obviously, Abdul Rahim is doing the job, making 7 out of 11 for the Hawks. That's 64%. The rest of the Atlanta Hawks team, only 9 out of 25, 36%. So you're not going to have this be any kind of a shooting clinic.
The Hawks inbound. Terrible cross-court pass again. Fox has got another gift. Taking it against Dion Glover. That's blocked up against the backboard. Good play defensively. Fox wants goaltending.
Well, again, if you're going to attack, another steal by Fish.
Again, he put this one away. Fisher has that blocked in and out. Inside. Score it for Kobe Bryant, who stayed with the play. Kobe puts that one home. A couple of interesting breakaways. Fox wanted goaltending, Fisher wanted goaltending, and Kobe cleans up the mess and looks to complete the 3-point play.
That's why you have to attack with aggression. Don't try to always lay it up. Go ahead and try to break down the rim. Dunk that bad boy. Lakers missed it with Rick Fox, and Derek gets a steal. He comes down, lays it up, misses. Thought he got fouled. Kobe cleans it up, gets an and one, but misses the free throw.
The shot clock is off. 15 seconds remaining in the first half. There have been numerous lead changes, over a dozen. The Lakers trailing it by 3. 7 seconds to go in the half. Glover goes into the corner to Abdul Rahim against Oler. Wants to go, gets in the lane, and is bumped out of bounds. The Lakers are out of foul, so with 1.7 seconds remaining, Abdur Rahim will shoot a pair of free throws.
Ball went into the corner to Sharif Abdur Rahim, and that would have been a good time to try to get the ball out of his hands again. Because I just watched him. He was going to get the shot. He figured that I'm either going to take this jumper or go to the rim. And when Robert's not 100%, which he is not, that creates problems on the defensive end.
And we just showed everybody watching on television, and they heard on radio what Abdur Rahim had been doing so far from the floor. 7 of 11. Robert Horry flexing that very, very sore right wrist, hurt a couple of times, not only on the road trip, but also in practice again yesterday. Both free throws are good. Long pass into the front court. Kobe loses his footing off the seat of his pants. Hey, the way the shooting's been going, Stu, that was pretty close.
Well, the Lakers trail by 5 at the half. They've got to be ecstatic.
Well, no question about that. They have not shot the ball well. And the score, once again, at the half, the Los Angeles Lakers trailing the Atlanta Hawks 45-40. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. Now let's go to Banner O'Wright with the Southern California Sports Report.
Stick and stay, Laker fans, because after this quick break.
The Staples Center, where the Lakers are trailing the Atlanta Hawks 45-40. And now, Stu, let's take a look at the leading scorers. First for the visitors.
Well, the Sharif Abdur Rahim leading everybody with 20 points. He's made 7 out of 11 from the field. Theo Ratliff, only 4 points, but he's matched that in blocked shots. He's got 4 in the first 24 minutes. And Jason Terry, 4 points and 3 assists. Aside from Abdur Rahim, nobody on their team had more than 4 points. For the Lakers, Kobe Bryant was 11, Samaki Walker had 6, and Rick Fox chipped in with 6 as well. The 10 rebounds for Samaki good, but a lot of rebounds to be had when teams are shooting as poorly as especially the Lakers are shooting. Individual or team-wise, the Hawks shot 44%. The Lakers ended the half 29%. They're 28th out of 29 teams coming into tonight, so they're trying to get that bottom spot all to themselves. Free throw shooting 13 out of 15 for Atlanta, 9 out of 11 for the Lakers. The Hawks turned the ball over 10 times. The Lakers only turned it over twice, or else they'd be down by 20 points instead of the 5. And in steals, 8 steals in the first half for the Lakers, only 1 for the Hawks.
Let's now go down courtside to Bill McDonald. Bill?
Real quick, Paul. The coaches were concerned that the Lakers are taking shots outside the offense, and thus Atlanta was going the other way. Plus, they're letting Rahim drive to the right 4 or 5 times. They know he goes that way every time. They got to play better defense. Back to you.
All right, Bill, and exactly to the point, Stu, you and I were talking about at the half. Different shots, different rhythm, obviously, to the Lakers' offense. Derek Fisher, a prime example. Fisher comes outside, same starting lineup for the Lakers. Horry, Fox, Fisher, Samaki Walker with those 10 rebounds, but it has been a lot to go after. The lob pass inside over the outstretched hand of Kobe Bryant. The Lakers just their 3rd turnover.
Even if Kobe catches that pass, shot clock violation, that when the ball was in the air, there was 1 second, so he wouldn't have been able to do anything.
And Theo Ratliff was there as well, looking to add to his 4 block shots. Terry goes down inside to Abdur Rahim. Why not start there? Abdur Rahim has 20, turnaround fake. Good defense by Horry. Came off the ball, slapped Abdur Rahim on the arm, and he'll get to the free throw line for a pair.
Robert Horry in a nice long walk over to the bench. I think he realizes that he fouled Sharif. Sharif backs him in and then goes up. Robert goes up, hits him right on the arm, right up under the wrist area, sends him to the line where he has been good. 6 out of 6.
Last year, Abdur Rahim averaged 21 points, 9 rebounds, just a little bit below that this year, but certainly in the same neighborhood. You'd expect that drop-off, albeit a small percentage with the arrival of a scorer like Glenn Robinson. Free throws are good, and Abdur Rahim adding to his total now with 22, a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Lakers trailing it now by 7.
That's the most they've trailed in this ball game, so they've they're going to have to start making a push real soon.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks are the worst team in the league as far as turning it over, and they had 10 in that first half, so the Lakers might have some opportunities. Horry forces that up. Cannot believe there wasn't a foul called. Robinson comes away with the rebound for the red-clad Atlanta Hawks, finishing out a 5-game road trip. Turnaround jump hook from outside the lane. Good by Theo Rattler.
That Theo shot, that's a shot that he really likes to shoot. It's a jump hook. He shoots it from 10 feet or so.
Lakers trailing at 49-40. Horry talking to the official Jack Neese about the previous play. Walker up fake, has it stolen from behind by Robinson. Robinson looking up ahead. Abdur Rahim running the floor. Abdur Rahim guarded by Kobe. The ball goes inside. Walker comes over to double team. Terry rotating it right side. Into the corner to Newble. He's cut off by Horry. Fall away jump shot is no good. Rebound taken by Abdur Rahim inside. In traffic, puts it up inside. Bottom of the board, but he'll get back to the line.
Abdur Rahim was being guarded by Kobe. They double team and Abdur Rahim threw the ball out. They swung the basketball. They should have faked that, threw it right back in, re-enter it to Sharif, and he would have had a very easy opportunity.
Rick Fox just picked up his 3rd personal foul. He fouled out of his first start in Washington. That was last Friday. The Lakers have had a couple of days off to rest, recuperate, and get some work done, which included Shaquille O'Neal. If you're just joining us, there was a lot of conversation about the fact that he might play this game. That was speculation, was never something that was confirmed, and he is not ready to go as of yet. Abdur Rahim good on both free throws. He now has 24, and the Lakers trail it to double digits by 11.
Well, I mean, they're going to continue to trail. Their offense to start this third quarter looks as worse than it did in the first 24 minutes.
Kobe has it left side. Horry cuts through against Abdur Rahim. Kobe backing down on Newble. Tough fall away jump shot. Had that blocked or changed either by Newble, probably by Rattler. Here comes Atlanta with numbers. Newble attacking up and under. The layup is good. Nice play by Atlanta on both ends of the floor.
We got a technical foul on Kobe.
Well, didn't see anything, Stu, quite frankly.
Well, he was complaining coming down the court on the lack of a call on that shot. That came up a little bit short on the last trip down, and the official Leon Wood waited until almost like the hockey play, wait till the score and then go ahead. Don't break up the fast break.
Jason Terry converts the free throw on the technical violation by Kobe, and the Hawks lead it 54-40. The Lakers have yet to score so far in this third period.
Well, the Lakers take a timeout, and believe me, it is needed. They are down by 14 points on the world champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines nonstop from LAX to Chicago Midway for just $89 each way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Why did I put a 240 horsepower supercharged V6 power plant in a mid-size family sedan? Because it feels so good. My name's Harley Earl, and I've come back to build you a great car.
Buick, the spirit of American style.
Here's to outdoing the neighbors.
With the Los Angeles Lakers currently facing their largest deficit, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Think your mechanic can handle a transmission? Think again. For a job done right, guaranteed, at a price that's right, call 1-800-GO-AMCO.
Abdur Rahim has made 7 out of 11 from the field for 24 points, and the shot-by-shot shows you that he's been a guy that's been all over the floor. I mean, just doing the job, whether it's a fall-away jump shot, drives to the basket, whatever it's been, he's been the guy in charge.
The other end, Rick Fox off the inbounds play, tries to put an end to a 9-0 run by Atlanta, comes up empty. Terry goes left side to Robinson, stutter step, no, the Lakers thought he'd travel, gets pull away jump shot is good. Rainbow variety by the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Well, when it rains, it pours, and it is pouring all over the Lakers right now as Glenn Robinson gets away with the travel and then goes into the painted area, gets bumped, gets an and one, throws it up high, but that high archer is that's one of his trademarks as well. He's looking to put the Hawk up and does by 17.
A very familiar number, Stu. The Lakers trailed the Celtics in the third quarter by 17. They trailed the Wizards by 17 in the fourth quarter before coming back in both of those games. And here they are again, trailing 57-40. Walker has it, turns. Ori was wide open, missed him. Kobe's got it 19 feet on the wing, pull up, jump shot straight away is good.
Well, I look for Kobe now to be even more aggressive offensively. I mean, nobody is scoring, so he's going to take it upon himself to see if he can bring his team back.
Well, he has to, the way everybody else is shooting the ball, and Kobe now starting to make a few shots here after starting 0 for 5. He's now 4 of 11. That ball deflected, steal by Kobe. It went to Fox. Kobe out ahead of the pass. Slam dunk. Beautiful pass by Fox.
Real nice pass, but poor defense by Big Dog. I mean, he let Kobe run right by him. You don't like to see that happen.
Just like that, it's down to 13. Abdur-Rahim has got it. Kobe comes to double team. Somebody's got to be open. It's Newble in the lane a long time. Cross-court pass out to Terry. Pull up quickly. Three-pointer is good.
That put an end to, I think, kind of little momentum that the Lakers had with back-to-back hoops.
Boy, remember that shot. That was a big make early in this second half. Kobe into the front court, comes to Fox. 8:40 remaining in the third quarter. That ball tipped away, looking inside for Kobe Bryant. Over the top is Newble.
Well, that ball stayed in the air a long time. Again, you like to see the passes short and crisp.
Lob pass inside to Kobe, away from traffic, and the jump hook is good over Ratliff and Abdur-Rahim.
Boy, that was some shot. That was not an easy one.
Kobe leading the way for the Lakers now with 17. Tops in the game. Go to this man right here, Abdur-Rahim with 24. Double team once again. Newble is open down the lane. Lots of contact. He goes down. The late whistle comes in. And Atlanta's going to be shooting free throws in the name of Ira Newble.
Actually, it was a late whistle, I thought. That last basket Kobe made, a lob pass, and Theo's there. And Theo says, I can get this one, little fella. Kobe says, you better think again. Nice soft teardropper there, and Kobe puts it home easily.
Big call here, Stu. Fourth personal foul on Robert Horry. And want to remind folks that Devin George not playing tonight. 2 very sore ankles that bothered him the entire trip, and he is sitting tonight's game out. And also Samilo Samaki not available because of a league-mandated suspension. He failed a drug test, and I want to clarify that it was not use of a drug. There was a trace amount of an anabolic steroid from a supplement, but rules are rules, and Samilo's got to sit out 5 games. Horry forces his way in and score the basket.
Well, I talked about Kobe getting aggressive offensively. Robert Horry just flat made up his mind. I'm going to get me a whistle this time. You've been calling fouls against me. Call one for me. And Sharif Abdur-Rahim is there and gets called for the foul. Robert throws it hard off the glass. Gets the double bank shot and gets an and one. So Robert Horry seeing what he can do about cutting into what is now a 14-point lead.
8:09 remaining in the third. Robert Horry averaging 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and playing 36 minutes tonight. Good on the free throw. Terry into the front court. The Lakers trailing it by 13.
Well, Rob knows he's got those 4 fouls. He knows he's going to be going to the bench real soon, so go ahead, be aggressive.
Big Dog's on the ground, holding it in one hand, and has to use up a timeout. Remember that play if this game gets close down the stretch.
That was a low crossover that just got away from the Big Dog enough. We got a timeout with the Lakers trailing 62-49. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Presenting the tough Nissan Frontier 4x4 long bed.
Yeah, where'd you go last night?
We go party hard.
you go?
Nowhere. How about the Iron Curtain?
The Iron Curtain, all time. That's all time.
That was the group.
That's all pro. You don't get
Hogs.
that.
Oh, Steel Curtain. Iron Curtain. Yeah, the Steel Curtain.
All of them. Well, you supposed to know that, man.
Yeah, but the Iron Curtain was another team.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. They were in the AFL.
What they call the Cowboys, man, back in the heyday? Y'all got 3 rings. What's happening?
Criminals.
The NFL Show with Irvin, Siragusa, and Davidson. Saturday and Sunday on Fox Sports Net.
Lakers basketball is brought to you by your Southern California Lexus dealers, by Corona and Corona Light, by Lowe's, improving home improvement, and by Jack Daniel's Country Cocktails, who remind you to live colorfully, but drink responsibly.
Well, the Lakers trailing at 62-49. Kobe Bryant trying to warm up the hands and warm up his teammates. You know, Kobe started off slowly from the field, but all of a sudden he's got 17 points and he's only 1 shot away from being a 50% shooter in this game. He's made 6 out of 13, including 1 over Theo Ratliff.
Abdur-Rahim's got it looking inside to Newble. Forced outside by Walker. 3 on the shot clock for Robinson from long range. Ratliff with the offensive rebound, loses it. Jack Neese, crew chief, they talked this one over, and it'll go to the Los Angeles Lakers, and rightfully so.
Well, the Lakers came out. It was a very nice call out of the timeout. They came out in a zone, and the Hawks didn't recognize it rapidly enough. They had to throw up a prayer.
Just under 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. The Lakers trailed by as many as 17. It's down to 13 now. Kobe playing down in the post. Atlanta playing some zone. No, they're back to man-to-man. Fox finds himself all alone. Gold-handed. Theo Ratliff just a step late, but almost got to that, Stu.
Well, he got to it, but like you said, a step late as Rick got the ball onto the glass, and once it gets on the glass, Theo, you have to leave it alone.
What a shot blocker, and so quick off the floor. Good to see Theo Ratliff back in the game. Missed all of last season, played only 3 games, lots of injury problems the 2 previous seasons to last. Inside to Abdur-Rahim with 24. Outside to Terry, wants to get in the lane, finds Newble along the baseline, wild-looking play to Ratliff. A head fake, loses Horry. The ball deflected away. 2 on the shot clock. Robinson, 24-second shot clock with defense by the Lakers.
But you've noticed what the Lakers have done the last couple of times that Abdur-Rahim has had the ball? They've gotten the ball out of his hands early. As soon as he gets it, they're sending the double team. And that's causing the Hawks to make that extra pass. And the Lakers' rotation in the last few trips have been rather quick. They've picked up their step on the defensive end. I think Phil Jackson had some nice words during that one timeout where he met him at the bench.
Double teaming in the post, something just about every NBA team does, but not so much the Lakers because of Shaq, but he's not there. Fisher misses that. Good rebound taken by Ratliff. Almost traveled the foul and calling for it, but he did not have control of the basketball, or so the ruler. Terry comes around. Fisher inside to an unguarded Ira Newble that time for the basket. The Lakers trail it again by 13.
Well, see, the Lakers came down and set up in the zone that time, and Jason Terry, the point guard, recognized it immediately.
Newble in double figures with 10. Comes right side, Fox goes back, finds Ratliff into the corner to Kobe. Kobe jump pass, Fisher inside of the 3 held, no doubt about that. The foul on number 31, Jason Terry.
But that's what Derek can do because of his reputation as a three-point shooter. Everybody's running at him, so if he steps off of that every once in a while, gets into no man's land and pulls up for that little baby jumper, that'll help him.
Lakers inbound, 12 on the shot clock. Kobe spins baseline, lots of red shirts waiting, up and over. What a make for Kobe, who's made 7 out of his last 9 shots.
And Ira Newble said, Coach, I was doing a great job on him. All of a sudden, I look up, he's got like 20.
He is doing a good job. Terry down the lane. What a nice play. Shredding the Laker defense around Robert Horry at the end. Horry with those 4 fouls had to be careful.
Yeah, but you got to mix up. You can't come down now and set up in the zone. Make them guess.
Kobe, another pull-up jump shot. Does he get the roll? No, tip by Horry. Had it momentarily. Rebound controlled by Ratliff, who now has 9.
Lakers are falling back by 13 again after pulling within 11.
Terry around the screen from Abdur-Rahim. Back to him. Terry available on the low post, down off the block. 15-foot jump shot. No, here comes Fisher. Fisher out of the backcourt, comes to Fox. Thought about the 3. Power dribble inside, comes back out. 15 on the shot clock, just under 5:30 to play, and I have no idea what was going on with that. Rick Fox just threw the ball straight out of bounds.
Well, that was a good recognition. The pass was just bad. Kobe faked up and went backdoor looking for the lob, but the lob just kept going and going and going.
Has it come down yet?
They're using a new ball. They changed.
Pass to to Glenn Robinson. The Lakers again showing some zone, and Robinson buries a three-pointer off the right wing.
I like the idea of double teaming Abdur-Rahim in the post more than the constant zone, because they've recognized it now, and the big dog knocking down the three.
Kobe with the ball in his hands an awful lot. Loses Newell down the lane, high off glass, over Ratliff. What a make by Kobe.
That was nice.
Kobe starting to really heat it up, Stu, but the Lakers need some stops. They had it going for a little while. Terry finds Ratliff. Carrying the ball, another turnover. That's turnover number 13 against the league's worst in that area. They average over 21 a game.
Kobe taking it to the middle, and Theo says, "Can I pad my block shots?" Kobe said, "Yeah, against somebody else, because you're not getting this one high off the glass."
Wow, Kobe comes out of the backcourt leading the Lakers now offensively with 21 points on 8 of 16 shooting. Kobe crossover dribble against Newell, wants the follow-away jump shot, pump fake. That's a little bit long. Battle for the rebound. Walker had it. Goes right to Robert Horry. Reverse layup, does not draw iron, and here comes Atlanta. Terry with it to Abdur-Rahim, wants to get in the lane. Good defense. Abdur-Rahim is double. Walker stays there. Newell's open, out to Robinson. You bet. Robinson will shoot it from there and make it from there. Another three-pointer.
Again, once you get a player to pick up his dribble, then you can back off the double team and match up more. If you stay there, they're obviously going to have number advantage.
Fisher takes the ball left side to Fox, looking inside to Horry. Fox doesn't go there. Instead goes down like slam dunk. Rick Fox.
Well, the last time Rick went to the basket, someone blocked his shot in the first half. This time, he goes with aggression. The results are different.
Now the Lakers offense in this, the third quarter, spectacular compared to the first half. Now they need to pick it up on the defensive end. Terry around one screen and then another, looks right side. Robinson just hit a couple of threes from there, so Fox comes out. Kobe's got the steal. Kobe on the run. It's 3-on-1. Here comes Rick Fox down the lane once again for the layup.
Again, excellent decision by Kobe. The trailer was Rick Fox. They had a 2-on-1 with Fish, but he chose the trailer in Fox.
Fox now in double digits with a dozen. The Lakers trail at 72-59, 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. What a battle between Terry and Fisher. Spin move. Terry wants to get in the lane. A lot of contact. Yeah, we're going to get technical fouls. Jason Terry and Derek Fisher have really been going at it. Fisher gets called for the elbowing foul, a technical foul. Will they count the basket as well?
I think the whistle sounded before the shot attempt, quite frankly, but they're going to send Jason Terry to the line to shoot the tee, as working on the double thing there. Fish gets called for the foul, didn't appreciate what he thought was an elbow coming up, and then picks up the technical as Jason Terry misses the shot.
And they did not count the basket, Stu.
Well, the Lakers are out of foul. See, that's the problem. They're not counting the basket, but they're going to give him 2 free throws because the Lakers are out of fouls and have been for a few minutes.
Boy, that was the bat of an eye away from a three-point play opportunity and the technical foul. Terry will get to the free throw line. That rattles in and out after he missed the technical as well. And Terry, a good free throw shooter, and let me upgrade that. Excellent. 30 of 32 coming in, and he misses back-to-back, makes the third free throw. The Lakers trail at 73-59, just under 3:15 to play in the third quarter. Once again, the Lakers playing from behind. Fisher comes right side, hands to Kobe on the weave. Kobe's really been lighting it up here in the third quarter. Fisher thought about it. Between his legs, wants to get in the lane. Good defense by Newell. Fish nowhere to go outside to Horry. 6 on the shot clock. Horry gets in the lane. The basket will not count. The whistle on the outside. The foul is on Amal McCaskill. He just in the game.
Had a freebie. The whistle sounded. He picked up his dribble. If he could have just concentrated a little bit more on the target, that would have been a 3-point opportunity. But Rob will go to the line and shoot 2. The Lakers have picked up their intensity quite a bit here in the last 5-6 minutes of this quarter, and with that, they see themselves down by only 14 now, trying to make it 11 or 12.
Robert Horry goes to the free throw line so far on the night. Perfect. Only been there one time. 2 of 11 shooting for Robert Horry, but must point out, and again, Robert would never make it as an excuse as he gets the first free throw to go, playing with a very sore right wrist and hand. Injured it on the road trip, not once but twice, and then again, as I mentioned, in practice yesterday.
And he's been playing with that right hand sore since the opening night against the San Antonio Spurs. He got it caught up in the net, and the finger got taken away from where it should be. He's trying to battle through it.
Second free throw rattles in and out. Lakers trail at 73-60. Lakers are out of fouls. The Atlanta Hawks have 3 team fouls. Into the corner to Abdur-Rahim. Does think about the 3, instead gets in the lane, fall-away jump shot. Tough-looking shot against good defense by Walker. Another rebound by Kobe Bryant. Kobe quickly out of the backcourt, picked up by Newble. Kobe having a big third quarter, trying to bring his team back. Offense much better for the Lakers. Fox has a dozen. Goes through his leg, hands to Fisher on the weave. To Walker, Fisher around it. This is just a deep two-point shot. No, Kobe high for the rebound. Tips it once. Rebound taken by McCaskill. Terry, a nice pass cross-court to Newble. Back out to Terry. Atlanta will reset. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Fisher and Terry been going after one another all night long, isolated on the left wing. Terry gets into the lane, goes to Glenn Robinson, hit a couple of threes in this period. That short rebound taken by Ori.
Good job by Rick Fox of running at that right hand of Glenn Robinson.
Fox trying to answer at the other end, wants to back down. Robinson instead will pull it back out. 15 on the shot clock, looking inside to Walker. Guarded now by Abdur-Rahim. Theo Ratliff, expert shot blocker on the sideline. Kobe's got it, squaring up, a whistle away from the play, and a foul is called against the Los Angeles Lakers at the offensive end.
Illegal screen on Robert Ori, so he's headed to the pine. That's his 5th foul. There's 1:42 to go in the third, so we won't see Rob till quite deep into the fourth quarter probably, as the Lakers turn it over, trailing 73-60.
Lakers made a little bit of a run. Jason Terry, Glenn Robinson answered with long 3-point shots. The Lakers trailed it after one, 21-17 at the half, 45-40. Atlanta led by as many as 17. The Lakers have cut it down to 11, cut it down to 10, but have not been really able to make a decisive run. Good play by Medvedenko down in the low post, and a big challenge for him, Stu, guarding Abdur-Rahim.
Well, this is really where they're going to have to double team Sharif, because he's got a decided advantage one-on-one with Slava.
11 on the shot clock. Robinson to pull the trigger, does so to Abdur-Rahim. Wants to come to his left, out to Newble, unguarded, 18-footer, no rebound taken by Fisher. Lakers looking to run, Fox up the left side, pulls back outside above the 3-point line. Fox looking for Medvedenko, pump fake, has Abdur-Rahim on him, gives it a ball up to Kobe, squares up on Newble, 19 feet right side. Head and shoulder fake, Newble staying with him. Kobe stutter step, head fake, fall away, jump shot, tough chance. Medvedenko with a stick back.
That was a nice offensive rebound. Slava traveled about 4 feet to get that. He wasn't just standing there. Nice job.
Medvedenko now has 8. Emmanuel Davis on now for the closing minute of action for Lon Kruger's Atlanta Hawks. Robinson's got it, looking for Newble on the curl. Gets all the way in the lane, blocked by Medvedenko off McCaskill. No. The Atlanta Hawks will have it 6 seconds on the shot clock. The Lakers trail it by 11.
Well, Newble was open. He should have kept going to the rim trying to get a foul. He was looking to dish it off, and very fortunate to get the ball back.
You get that shot in your offense just half the time, you would be absolutely thrilled. Robinson the inbound once again. They're looking for Abdur-Rahim. He's got to go. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Robinson, not close on the 3. Good rebound once again by Medvedenko, who has 5. Kobe comes up the right side, pulls up quickly for 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound taken by McCaskill. Newble's out running, Kobe back with him.
Well, that's the way the game has been going for the Lakers. That ball was just about all the way down and through, and found its way back out.
Shot clock, game clock, about 5 seconds apart. The shot clock down to 8. Davis goes right side around a screen by Abdur-Rahim. Picked up, helped in the corner. Newble is wide open, 19-footer air ball. Fox is going to have time. Measuring it, taking a look. Just inside the 3-point line. No, you got to shoot that, Rick. Ran out of time.
Oh, good intentions, but you got to know the shot clock. Kobe Bryant had a big third quarter to run his total to 21, but his team still trails 73-62. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Oh, I gotta get one of those.
I gotta get one of those!
The 2002 Lincoln LS. Now choose 0% financing for 5 years or $3,000 cash back. There are those who travel and those who travel well.
Raymond Weil, Geneva, the Don Giovanni Collection.
Officially, it's called Jack Daniel's Old Time Old No. 7 brand Quality Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. But you can ask for Jack.
Papa Pilsner.
Hey. Now at AM/PM, get a great deal on ice-cold 18 packs of Bud Miller and Coors.
Sir Frosty.
Around here, things aren't always what you'd expect. Like the Mercedes-Benz C240 with a 2.6-liter V6 engine and an electronic stability program.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drive safely.
Starting at only $35.65.
Welcome back to Staples Center and world champion Los Angeles Lakers basketball. The Lakers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Paul Sunderland with Stu Lantz and Bill McDonald. And after 3 periods, the Lakers trailing it 73-62. Shot the ball well, Stu, in that 3rd period. 10 of 21 from the floor, a benchmark given the way they shot the ball in the first half.
Well, they bring out the rookie to start the 4th quarter in Kareem Rush. So they got the 3 guards out there with Kobe and Brian Shaw.
Dion Glover goes down the lane. Interesting lineup on the floor right now for Lon Kruger and the Atlanta Hawks. Henderson misses wildly. Rebound taken by Fox. Kareem Rush, who has not had a lot of playing time so far, out there with Brian Shaw, Kobe Bryant. Rush for 3!
He says, I don't have any pressure on me to make these shots. I don't play much. I'm free to shoot. And shoot he did.
Can't make them, you don't take them. Boy, big play by Kareem Rush. Been waiting for more opportunities. Davis on the floor now with Darvin Ham. Medvedenko with the steal against Ratliff. Good play by Slava. Maybe his best defensive game so far this year on the backboards as well. Kobe's got it in the corner. He's fouled by Dion Glover. First team foul of the period.
Well, look at the unit that the Hawks come out onto the floor with as Kareem Rush steps out and says, hey, let me show you what I can do and what I did best at Missouri. He knocked down that 3-pointer. Lakers would like to see a few more of those from not only him, but some other people as well.
And you look out on the floor, as you mentioned, Stu, for Lon Kruger's Hawks. Who's going to score? I don't see anybody out there that can create their own shot. Kobe called for the offensive foul that time, driving down in the lane off glass, so wipe that shot attempt away.
Well, he gets there on Darvin Ham, uses that right arm away from his body, pushes. The official says, you can't do that, Kobe. You're good enough. You don't need to push.
Good call. Looking at that on replay, Kobe did extend that right arm to create some space. Davis guarded by Rush. Here's Glover down the lane. He gets inside. Battle for the rebound. It's taken by Shaw. Shaw comes quickly into the front court. Kobe's running the right side. The ball goes there. Pull up, 17-foot jump shot, not close. Kobe complaining to the official, thought he was hit on the arm. Here comes Davis out of the back court. Glover's wide open for 3. Big shot. That's missed, taken by Shaw once again. Medvedenko running the middle of the floor. Here's Kareem Rush. Rush dribbles out of the double team, passes it back out to Shaw. Back to Rush. Back-to-back threes. That came up way short. Rebound taken by Darvin Ham.
A lot of action, not a lot of results in the last minute or so, and the Lakers still trailing by that 73-65 score.
Atlanta, Stu, has missed their last 9 field goal attempts. You've got to guess Abdul Rahim and Glenn Robinson are going to be back real soon. Don't know why you're double teaming Darvin Ham outside to Dion Glover. Glover gets in the lane around everybody, into the lane, and scores it for Atlanta.
And that just buys Lon Kruger's club a little bit more rest for his 3 players, and that's with Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Jason Terry, and the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Remind everybody that Atlanta is on the last of a 5-game road trip, so you're exactly right. Buy them a little time. Maybe get their veterans in to push. Down the lane, Kareem Rush, quick crossover dribble, misses the layup. Rebound taken by Theo Ratliff.
That just shows you how difficult that kind of a shot is. You got to use the glass if possible.
Glover getting in the lane, has it stripped from behind by Shaw. The Lakers trail it by 10, 9:20 remaining. Shaw thought about the 3. Kobe resets. Medvedenko wanted it in the post. Ratliff drives him out of it. Into the corner to Shaw. Medvedenko thought about coming to set a screen and does. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nice pass from Shaw to Medvedenko. High off the window.
Well,
did he see the basket that time?
Nice touch. He just has soft hands on the offensive end. He really does a good job with that shot.
Nice pass by Brian Shaw. 10 points now for Medvedenko. The Lakers trail it by 8. Seemingly playing from behind the entire last 4 games. Inside to Ham. Double team comes. Cutter down inside, outside to Dion Glover for 3. Going to be way short. Fox has got the rebound. Lakers have some numbers. Here comes Medvedenko to rush from behind. Oh, that's going to be a flagrant foul.
That might be a flagrant 2.
Yeah, Kareem Rush went down hard.
That one should almost be an ejection. That one was, that's as hard a foul as I've seen. Darvin Ham flattened Kareem Rush. I mean, flattened him. Goes over and apologizes, but it's a little late now, Darvin. I think that should be a flagrant 2 as the pass comes from Slava to Kareem Rush, and Kareem Rush goes to the floor and goes to the floor hard. We've got a timeout. Lakers trailing 75-67. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Sometimes one more is one too many. Know your limit.
Introducing a new idea from America Online. New America Online 8.0. We listened to everything you asked for and designed new AOL 8.0 with better, more personal ways to stay close to the people you care about, the things that matter most, and to do it all more easily and more safely. AOL 8.0. It's not just a new version, it's a whole new vision.
Welcome. One cannot live fully without embracing crime.
Welcome, homicide.
Planning.
Given the sloppy nature of the crime scene, they'll have their work cut out for them.
Pretty good price. Good for you.
Haunting.
I'm going to cooperate any way that I can.
Really?
He doesn't fit the profile.
Yeah, the profile doesn't fit the profile.
Taking control.
I think these kids did this. I think they're not even hiding it. And I think they want to snow.
Sandra Bullock. Murder by Numbers.
Playing this month on Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies.
With the Lakers trailing the Hawks by 8, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Satisfy your craving with Sausage Mania. Try our mouth-watering bratwurst, Italian sausage, or Polish sandwich. Just 99 cents each. Only at Wiener's Nest.
So the Lakers trailing 75-67. The foul that was called on Darvin Ham was classified as a flagrant 2. As Slava gives Kareem Rush the pass, and from behind, Darvin Ham just really lowers the boom on Kareem Rush. Chin hits the floor. The Laker dentist may have some work to do at the end of this ball game, because that will get your attention as Kareem Rush calmly knocks down the first and the second. The Lakers will maintain possession, so this could conceivably be a 5-point play here with a 3-point basket or 3-point play here, as Darvin Ham was ejected with the flagrant 2 classification.
How about Kareem Rush, Stu? Not only those 2 free throws, those are the first 2 times he's been to the line so far this season. Kobe stutter step, wants to get in the lane, skip pass out to Shaw, quick 3-pointer, hits the top of the board and comes out to Dion Glover. Sharif Abdur-Rahim back on to replace Darvin Ham, who, as you saw, was ejected.
Well, it's important for the Lakers to keep this intensity. The Hawks really come back with just about 4 starters. The only guy out there is Glover. Missing is the big dog.
Lakers trail it by 6. Newble back out. Glover's got it inside to Abdur-Rahim. Big size advantage over Rick Fox. Now another rebound taken by Medvedenko. Playing well.
Slava's earning himself some more and more minutes.
Kobe's got it left side. Fox in the corner. Lakers trailing. Kobe wants to get down the lane. Does. Nice pass out to a wide open Kareem Rush. Comes up short on the 3. Medvedenko tips it out to Kobe, who goes to Shaw for 3. What else is new?
Here they come. It's a 3-point game with 7.5 to play.
Boy, Atlanta played it very close to the vest at the start of this 4th quarter. almost all of their starters on the sideline. Maybe that killed their momentum. Terry on the give and go, gets it back from Abdur Rahim, back to Terry, back to Theo Ratliff, outside to Glover. Glover wants to get down the lane. Medvedenko comes over, stops that. Glover drops it out of bounds.
Wasn't a change of possession, though. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Boy, Atlanta looks very bad in the offensive set right now, and the Lakers playing some good defense. Atlanta to inbound. 2 on the shot clock. 7:14 remaining in the game. Glover brings it in. The shot's got to go up quickly. They throw it away outside to Ratliff. Ratliff comes up empty. 24-second shot clock violation.
Oh, Mr. Mo has changed jerseys. He's wearing the Laker colors right now. It's important for the Lakers to keep him in their uniform because he's fickle. He'll change anytime.
Lon Kruger barking out instructions to one of his 3 stars. The stars being Jason Terry, Theo Ratliff, and Glenn Robinson. And you got to put, of course, Abdur Rahim right at the head of that list. Fox down the lane, kicks it out to Shaw. Thought about the 3. Looking inside, Kobe and Newble really going at it away from the play. Medvedenko, tough pull-up jump shot. That's long. Kareem Rush had it momentarily, and here come the Atlanta Hawks.
That may be a step out of Slava's range.
Yeah. Inside to Abdur Rahim. Medvedenko holds him. Obvious play to call. First team foul in the period, those 2 for the Lakers.
Yeah, 6 minutes 44 to go. They've played pretty clean on the defensive end so far, but now with Sharif back, they're going to have to continue to try to get it out of his hands, not let him put it on the floor for that 1 or 2 dribbles.
Had 20 points in the first half. Since then, he's only managed a couple of baskets. Terry turns the corner on Shaw, gets in the lane. The layup is good, and Brian Shaw got hit about the mouth. We'll have to keep an eye on that, or the eyes wiping that away with his jersey.
It's important for the Lakers to score again here, just to keep Mo on their side. Come up dry here, and he'll change on it.
Kobe wants to get down the lane. A playmaker there out to Rush. Got to get out of the lane. Medvedenko's got it. Head and shoulder fake on the run. Counts if it goes. Doesn't go. Wouldn't have counted anyway. The whistle was before the shot attempt. The Lakers will have it. That's the 3rd team foul against the Atlanta Hawks, so 1 more, and the Hawks will be out of foul.
So the Lakers have to come up with something in this possession. They're trying to get the ball on the inside to Kobe.
Rush goes right there. Kobe guarded by Newell. Had a big 3rd period. Passes out of the double team. Shaw for 3 again! Brian Shaw good again. I tell you, boy, he's one of the most remarkable players I've ever seen. Shaw now with 11. Inside to Abdur Rahim.
Not off of him.
You can't leave Glenn Robinson alone. Ratliff gets the offensive rebound and throws it back down with 2 hands.
Again, anytime you double team, though, you're going to free up someone to go to the glass, and just happened to be Theo Ratliff, the biggest guy on the floor.
Fox has got it. Backdoor cut by Rush. Kobe comes to get it. Top of the key straight away. Head to shoulder fake. Steps back. 1 power dribble. Pulls up on Newell. No. Hit inside. No. Rebound taken by Abdur Rahim. Lakers trail at 79-75. 5:20 to play in the game. The Lakers trailed by as many as 17. Been playing uphill for the last 2 weeks. Gary straight away, long 3-point shot. No, Newell kicks the ball out into the backcourt, nearly saved by the big dog.
Well, you got to get those hustle plays too. You know, when you're trying to climb that hill, you can't let anybody outwork you.
Terry looking inside to Abdur Rahim, guarded by Fox. Double team comes, they get the ball out of his hands. Terry right side to Robinson. 1 power dribble, inside back out to a wide open Jason Terry for a triple of his own.
Good timeout by Phil Jackson. Excellent timeout with the Lakers now down by 7 again. 4:51 to play. It's Atlanta 82, the Lakers 75. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Congratulations! You've launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job. Congratulations!
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines from the LA area to Las Vegas for just $19 and to Oakland for $29.
You are now free to move about the country. The power of GMC.
Nothing from nothing beats nothing.
Nothing beats the power of 0 down payment, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0% financing on every new GMC.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something.
Get any new GMC with 0 down payment, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0% financing. Upgrade to professional grade. See the pros at your Southern California GMC truck dealers.
The Hawks fly into Staples tonight on your Southern California Sports Report. The Lakers hosting Atlanta and will have all-access coverage with highlights and interviews, plus in-studio analysis from Jack Haley. Plus, we'll check out the Clippers as they battle the Heat in South Florida. And in tonight's Fox Focus, we look in on the creator of the best two-wheelers in the Southland and his rather famous clients. Your team, your town, your show, the Southern California Sports Report. Coming up next. Van Earl right here, the Southern California Sports Report inside Staples. Want to remind you that tonight after the game, stay with us for complete coverage of a big night for the Clippers in Miami, as well as Laker locker room interviews. That's all coming your way right after the game on the Southern California Sports Report. Right now, back to the conclusion of the Lakers and Hawks with Sunday and Stu.
4:51 remaining. The Lakers trailing it by 7. And with that, let's remind you and update you with who's on the floor. First for the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant, Brian Shaw in the backcourt, along with Slava Medvedenko, Rick Fox, and rookie Kareem Rush. For the visiting Atlanta Hawks, closing out a 5-game road trip. They've lost 3 straight. Theo Ratliff, Abdur Rahim, Ira Newble, Jason Terry, and Glenn Robinson. All the key players back on the floor now for Lon Kruger. Rolled the dice at the start of this period and so far paying off.
Well, the Lakers come out of this timeout now. 4:51 to play. Let's see if they can answer the three-point basket by Jason Terry with points of their own.
Shaw comes up into the front court against Robinson on the weave to Kobe. Kobe's got some room. Whistle blows, and they're going to sort this out in terms of a foul. Looks like it's going to go up against Ira Newble of the Atlanta Hawks.
Actually, it was, I think it was Ira picking up the foul on Brian Shaw. They set a screen, and Ira Newble just grabbed Brian Shaw. The whistle sounded a little late. That's why the players kind of were stunned.
Atlanta is out of team fouls. Lakers will be shooting free throws on the next violation. Derek Fisher, a quick substitution, just back in off of that timeout. Fisher goes down into the corner. For Horry down inside instead. Back out to Brian Shaw again! Are you kidding me?
Brian Shaw start calling you savior. You are unbelievable. Brings the Lakers to within 4.
Wow, Brian Shaw now with 14 on 4 of 5 3-point shots. Abdur Rahim down inside. He's fouled by Rick Fox.
Haven't seen the rooting foul called in quite some time, and they're catching Rick Fox for using the knee to root the offensive player off the spot.
Lakers trail it by 4, thanks in large part to Brian Shaw, just continuing to play brilliant basketball in his 14th season. The Lakers get lost defensively. Glenn Robinson misses the dunk down inside. A foul is called.
I'll call a foul on Kobe as Lakers get a little bit of defensive lapse there. Big Dog open under the basket. Kobe challenged, picked up the foul. We talked about Brian Shaw. He scored in double figures now 4 times this season. And they've only played, this is the 8th game. He scored in double figures 4 times all of last season. So, I don't know where they're 2 and 5 coming into tonight. Where would they be without Brian Shaw?
I don't even want to go there. Double figures the last 3, coming off 20 points in 20 minutes in a losing effort in Washington. Both free throws are good. 4:08 to play. The Lakers trail it by 6. And that man, Brian Shaw, coming out of the backcourt. Shaw turns on the Jets, wants to get in the corner, back outside to Fisher, looking inside to Fox. Good with his back to the basket against Abdur Rahim. Shaw's got it again. 9 on the shot clock. Fall away, jump shot over the big. Ooh, rattles in and out. Boy, that was more than halfway down.
Again, tough break shooting-wise for the Lakers.
Just 3:40 to play. Terry around a good screen from Abdur Rahim. Fisher goes reeling, and Jason Terry with the basket now with 18.
There's only 3.5 to play. They can't rely on Brian Shaw to keep knocking down baskets of his own.
Back outside to Horry, loses Ratliff. Horry attacks the basket. Count it, and the foul. Robert Horry hurt his right shoulder, just to add another body part. that hurts Robert Horry. Legs, ankles, right wrist, and Robert really holding and flexing now that left shoulder.
Anytime you leave the floor, you're vulnerable. I mean, vulnerable. And Robert goes off of 1 foot, which makes you even more vulnerable. It's seemingly you have a better control of your body when you jump off of 2. When you jump off of 1, you're at the mercy of the floor, so to speak. And Robert gets the basket, nice left hand, good concentration. He knew the contact was coming, kept his eye on the target, finishes the play. Let's see if he can get the three-point play out of it.
Robert Horry on the evening now with 8 is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. That foul was on Abdul Rahim, his third. Out. Rebound is taken by Robinson. 3:20 to play. The Lakers trail it by 6.
Now they're running in the area now where they can't have any mistakes defensively. They have to come up with back-to-back stops.
Terry comes into the front court, gets it back from Abdul Rahim down the lane, out to a wide open Sharif Abdul Rahim, and he buries the 19-footer left side.
Well, that's one stop they didn't get, so that puts them in such a bad way with 2:50 to play.
Shaw goes down the lane, up off glass. That's way too close for you, Brian. Get outside the arc where you belong. That layup was missed, and Terry's got it once again.
Normally, Brian uses the glass on that play, and he does that shot very effectively. That time, didn't quite hit the spot he wanted.
Lakers trail it by 8. Fox inside on Abdul Rahim. Double team is there. Horry's got 5 fouls. Abdul Rahim dribbles out of it. Goes right side to Robinson. Passes to a wide open Ira Newble. Slam dunk there. And the Lakers trail it. They got way back into this game, and now they trail it by double digits again. Kobe goes left side. Kick out to Shaw. Shaw for 3 again. I told you, Brian, stay out there. It was good.
Just go out there and put a stake in the floor or something. Mark your spot, Brian.
Brian Shaw has made 9 out of his last 13 three-point attempts. Lakers trail it by 7. 2:05 remaining. Robinson looks inside to Abdul Rahim. They're going there every time. The double team comes once again. Behind the back is deflected out of bounds off the foot of Robert Horry, and that will cause a shot clock reset when we come back, Stu.
Well, that gives them an extra 8 seconds because it was down to 6. Score 90 for Atlanta. The Lakers 83. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
And counting. The 210 horsepower supercharged Nissan Xterra.
So, what'd you guys do last night?
It's such a party, let's party. Hey, you with yourself and have a crazy party. Hey, you, let's party. Have a killer party and party. Gonna have a party tonight. Get your face.
Do. Welcome.
Every night, in every arena, you can be electrified.
Oh, mama, what a stuff!
See the greatest athletes putting it all on the line. This is the NBA. Experience the action and love it live. Buy your NBA tickets before November 24th and be entered for a chance to shoot for $1 million.
Unbelievable! Oh, my goodness!
Get your tickets now. Call 1-800-4-NBA-PIX or log on to NBA.com.
Minute and 57 to go in the fourth. The Atlanta Hawks lead the Lakers 90-83. Sharif Abdul Rahim had a real good first half, knocking down 20 of the first in the first 24 minutes, and then Brian Shaw has the good second half for the Lakers as he's come in and knocked in 17 points in only 23 minutes. The Hawks shooting 44% for the game so far. The Lakers up to 36%. Turnover 16 for Atlanta, only 7 for the Lakers, and the bench of the Lakers getting the job done thanks to Brian Shaw. They've outscored the Atlanta Hawk bench 32-12.
Stu, Brian Shaw has scored 37 points in the last 43 minutes of play going back to Washington last Friday night. Newble to inbound, looks for Terry, goes there. Derek Fisher almost tripped and fell out of bounds. Up the middle, Terry, a wide open layup, blows that. Inside, Newble is fouled, counts if it goes, it doesn't. And Ira Newble will get to the free throw line.
see what happens when one player gets beat? It really breaks you down defensively, especially when it's coming from the perimeter. Derek went for the steal and didn't get it, so that meant number advantage. Really nobody picked up Jason Terry, and he had an absolute gimme, but just somehow he couldn't get to go down, but Newble is there for the rebound.
Newble now with 13, and just a quick reminder, coming up tonight on the Southern California Sports Report, Laker postgame report, the Clippers take on Riley's Heat, and our Fox Focus is Monster Garage's Jesse James. No wonder I needed an interpreter. And don't forget on radio, stay tuned to the Lakers wrap-up show. Deep out of the corner. Robert Horry has got that. 1:35 remaining. And the Lakers trailing it 92-83. Fox in the lane looking for somebody to give it to. Goes outside to Derek Fisher. No. And Terry has got the rebound. The Lakers have never lost 4 straight since Phil Jackson arrived. This being his 4th season, just the start thereof.
Well, with a minute and about 15 to go and 14 on the 24 for the Hawks, they're going to do clock management, I would think, and try to secure this victory.
Atlanta will improve to 500 on the year. The Lakers trail it by 9, and the Lakers have turned the basketball over once again.
Well, Newble was open, so Rick Fox gave him the pass. Unfortunately, he's wearing a different color uniform.
The Lakers split the season series last year with the Atlanta Hawks, losing here at Staples, so they have lost twice straight to the Hawks. Terry down the middle, comes up empty on that. Horry with the rebound. Kobe is coming back in the other direction. Kobe goes right side to Rick Fox, comes up empty on that 3. The tip, no. Theo Ratliff has controlled the rebound. Final meeting between these two teams will be March 25th at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Again, we will update you as best we possibly can on the return of Shaquille O'Neal. I know everybody wants him back, his teammates do, all of the fans do, but you cannot rush this situation. Terry takes the shot and buries a 3. The final score no longer in doubt or the issue. The Lakers will lose their 4th in a row and fall to 2-6. Up and under is Derek Fisher. And as time winds down, our player of the game is Sharif Abdur-Rahim. 26 points, 10 rebounds, as well as perfect from the free throw line. The Lakers lose their 4th in a row for the first time ever under Phil Jackson. Once again, the final score, the Los Angeles Lakers drop this one to the Atlanta Hawks, 95-83. For Stu Lance and Bill McDonald, this is Paul Sunderland reminding you that you've been watching Fox Sports Net, your home for Lakers basketball all season long. Now stay with us for post-game Lakers coverage with all of today's local sports news. Let's go to John Fricke and Van Earl Wright for the Southern California Sports Report. Good night, everybody.
Man, you can't move because you're frozen. I can shoot.
Consider yourself frozen.
There you go.
So Mashburn probably try to get him right back here. He goes into the paint and connects.
Boy, Mash, we mentioned one of the toughest one-on-one players in the NBA. Loves to create his own shot, Loves that challenge of one-on-one.
Robinson 11, Mashburn 6. Big Dog missing. Sharif held by PJ. And Brown with his first foul. So Sharif will head to the foul line. He's been making a living at the foul line of late. This is the first game of a 3-game homestand for Atlanta. In fact, the next 3 home games look like this. Toronto's here Monday. College night Wednesday when Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves come in. And after a Friday night game in Boston, the Hawks play host to the Celtics on Saturday, 1 week from tonight. 5th quarter hoops after the game. 22-19. 6 points early for Sharif. Trailer.
Nice D by Sharif denying that entry pass to BJ. Kind of takes them out of their rhythm a little bit here.
And it's an air ball. Robinson rebounds to Jason Terry. Hornets back defensively. JT's quicks, though, trying to turn it into an advantage. 3-pointer, Sharif.
Sharif just punishing the Hornets. Comes up with his 9th point of the quarter.
Sharif and Big Dog are combined for 20 of the Hawks' 22. Atlanta nailing its second 3-pointer of the game. And for every 3-point shot made by the Hawks, this authority will donate $50 to the Hawks Foundation. PJ's shot is short. The tip, though, is good. Relentless offensive rebounder, PJ Brown.
He's that quick kind of leaper, Bob. Kind of reminds you of Chris Livingston, who did that for so many years in the NBA, several with the Hawks.
JT around the rim and out. Hawks have closed to within 2. Down the lane, Davis, too strong. There's Brown keeping it alive. Tipped out to the wing and Sharif. Hawks come 4 on. Sharif goes right in on Trailer. And 1.
Well, just a couple of outstanding plays by a couple of good front court players. Sharif defensively not to get the foul. Sharif Abdur-Rahim to get a possibility for a 3-point play.
Hey, Bill, I need to talk to you. What is it, you and Karen break up? No, that's not it. Then what? You remember how we decided that we'd have more money to buy Bud Light if we got a 3rd roommate? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can take her anymore.
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Charge.
Make it a Bud Light. Digital widescreen TV from Philips, everybody gets a better picture.
At one point, the Hornets led by 8, but the Hawks have put a nice run together over the last 2:45, 12-4 to knot this one at 24, and Sharif Abdur-Rahim will be going to the foul line once play commences. This Atlanta ball club getting some home games, Stinger. You look at that schedule early, and of the first 8, 6 were on the road, and of those 6 at New Jersey, at Sacramento, at Lakers.
Yes, sir.
That's a tough way to start your season.
For anybody to come back with a 4-4 record. Hawks have done an outstanding job, and it has to be a big confidence builder, Bob. And I like the way they've responded tonight. Early, the Hornets were the aggressor. They took the game to the Hawks, but the Hawks really have matched that intensity now and have managed to come back and tie the game with a chance to go ahead.
A couple of guys getting breathers. Alan Henderson comes in for Theo Ratliff. And Emmanuel Davis is in for Jason Terry. Sharif hits the free throw. He has a dozen. Big Dog with 11. And the Hawks have taken a 1-point lead at 25-24. Hornets have missed 4 of their last 5. Trailer on the cut, Davis.
Excellent D. Emmanuel right there to cut off Davis.
Shot clock at 5. Newble, good D2. Davis still got the shot off. Tipped, and Newble wins the ball in the corner. That was pretty good defense by the Hawks that time.
Yes, it was, Bob. Good help, good pressure.
Sharif's been cooking, as has the Big Dog. Sharif takes it in, kicks it out to Newble. And an offensive foul as David Wesley took the punishment.
Well, looks like it's going to be this kind of game all night long. Point, counterpoint. As you take a look at Wesley, look at the anticipation here. Newble trying to drive to his left. Wesley, guards usually are quicker than forwards, defending, drive, and cutting to the basket. And Wesley takes advantage of the lower center of gravity and takes that charge.
Big Dog up on Mashburn. Wesley with Newble in his shirt. Trailer sets the screen. Wesley, pump it off. Hindu in the middle of Robinson.
Challenging that shot, though, Bob. Not giving him an easy.
Inside, here's Sharif. Newble on the glass, can't get it. Knocks Wesley out of bounds, and that's his 3rd foul. That's going to hurt. Yeah. Garmenham was at the table to come in for Newble, and that little nudge right in front of Dick Bavetta cost Mr. Newble his 3rd foul.
Well, here he is right here going for the basketball, but you can see his momentum took him into David Wesley and gets him that 3rd foul in the first quarter. May not see him for several minutes.
Mashburn. Over Robinson, no. Trailer couldn't hang on to it. Hindu, and a good scrap. Yeah. Plays it out to Sharif. High intensity level. Yeah. Davis down the lane. Knocked around. Hindu, nice pump fake. Tip, no. Rebound, PJ. Base falls to Wesley. 15 seconds to go in the period.
Dallas wants one shot on that play. Like for Mashburn to create this opportunity with Davis as an outlet.
Tractor out of the corner. Rebound to Davis, and the period is over. New Orleans missed 9 of its last 10 shots, but they're down but a point at the end of 1 in Phillips. End of the first quarter. It's Atlanta 25 and New Orleans 24.
If your Bank of America credit or check card is ever stolen and used fraudulently, you won't be liable for a cent and will replace your loss by the end of the next business day. Guaranteed. Introducing Total Security Protection, our way of dealing with fraud, so you feel safer using your cards. It's free, automatic, and only from Bank of America.
Hey, look, it's only $1. Don't waste your money. Breathe. Pam needs a second opinion. Luckily, T-Mobile has a camera phone that doesn't cost a fortune. Carry on.
The Ivory Toad of Shanghai.
Several bucks.
Introducing the $100 camera phone, only from T-Mobile.
Get me.
These people are getting answers to the most important questions they'll ever ask. Questions about their health. They're finding those answers in a single place. WebMD. 16 million people come to WebMD every month. They find vital information that used to be scattered in 100 locations, now all in one place. The place America comes for healthcare answers. A place called WebMD.
I'm not going to build up the coolest treehouse.
I don't have a clue what I'm doing here.
Well, let's see what you got. Oh, wow, a treehouse.
He can build anything.
Never built anything before.
Relax, I think you're in the right spot.
He wants a trap door.
Balcony, rope swing.
I'm going to suggest 16 feet.
You can do it.
You sure I can do this?
He's a genius.
Trust me.
All right.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Phillips Arena. Hawks with a 1-point lead. Glenn Robinson is playing his best when he doesn't take many dribbles, catches and shoots, maybe uses one pump fake, but is shooting the ball right away. And he's in a terrific rhythm here tonight, really having his way, and the jump shot has been right on target as he's really sprayed the Hornets with a lot of jumpers from the perimeter. 5 of them to be exact.
Darvin Ham, Emmanuel Davis, Sharif, Allen Henderson, and Ian Glover, the Hawks lineup. As we start period 2, Sharif in the pick and roll, drives it on P.J. Brown. Fade away, tough shot, and the rebound McGlure.
Well, P.J.'s not going to make it an easy night, even though Sharif did have a good quarter, has 12 points. Still going to have to earn them all when P.J. Brown's on the floor.
Brown to the corner, Mashburn lines up a 3, too long. Hawks have it. Mashburn, McGlure, Davis, Courtney Alexander, and P.J. Brown, the Hornets. And Alexander draws a hand check on Glover. Courtney Alexander came in trade from Washington in the offseason and has really given this ball club a lift. A good scorer, although not a high percentage shooter.
A guy who really looks for opportunities to score. Very athletic, very high leaper. The Hornets would like for him to develop more as a defensive player. They feel he has all the tools to do that. Still working on that aspect of his game as a young fella.
Ham has Davis in a switch. Davis up top. Barron a 3-ball. Good. His second 3 tonight. Aaron Davis with 8. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Silas does a good job of isolating those 2 terrific scores. Davis and Mashburn dares you to give help on Mashburn. If not, dares you to play him one-on-one.
Davis. Pass knocked away. Picked up by Alexander in the middle. Mashburn. 7th Atlanta turnover. Davis short. Darvin Ham says it's my ball. And now to Glover. Dion drives, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Alexander did a little acting job on that one, but you'll watch on the replay the elbow that Dion throws just a bit to free himself.
Well, he kind of anticipated and knew where Dion wanted to go on the play. So that gives him a little advantage when he knows, when the defense knows where you want to go, then that allowed him to prepare to block, get there early, and get the call.
27-25 New Orleans. 7 turnovers now for the Hawks. That has been a problem. Atlanta, the most turnover-laden team in the league. Here is Davis playing to Brown. Stacey Augmon in now for the Hornets. And the Plastic Man in his Atlanta return drains the jump shot.
Well, only 3 seconds on that shot clock. Stacey knew you had to get the shot up. Didn't really look to shoot that jumper very often, but did then and knocked it down.
Slow start offensively to the quarter. Sharif tries to take care of that. Can't. Way too strong off the glass. Davis to Brown. And a foul on Emmanuel Davis.
Well, we told you P.J. Brown is getting more involved. He's running the floor, getting opportunities to score. Playing an outstanding game thus far.
Parents of Hawks fans, don't forget Monday when the Raptors are here at 7:30. Kids Court to be held before the game. For tickets, 1-800-4NBA-TICKS. P.J. Brown has missed 2 free throws. An 86% foul shooter. He may have been the happiest man in the Hornets organization to move to New Orleans. He's from Slidell, Louisiana. Played his college ball at Louisiana Tech and so happy to get back home. The 30-25 Hornets. Hawks in the quarter have missed 3 shots and turned it over twice. And this possession slow to develop. Glover inside to Hindu. That was a nice play.
Yeah. The Glover gets right there in the lane, and whether he finishes, goes to the free throw line, or makes that nice pass, it's pressure on the D anytime you get players that get to the lane and have the ability to finish.
Alexander being guarded by Glover. Dion trying to force him to his right. Davis against Emmanuel Davis. Barron in the paint. Leaping leaner, no. And it's out of bounds to Atlanta. And we have a timeout at Phillips. 8:57. second quarter. Lon Kruger and the Hawks trailing the Hornets by 3, 30-27.
When I look at Steve and Jenny, I just think, wow. Don't they look great? Especially Jenny. We all remember what she used to look like. You know, really plump and, you know, not fat, big bones, you know, wide. You know, she had girth. You know, the diets, there was tons of them, but the one that worked best for her was stopping eating. You know, there's no food in here.
I used to worry about money. Then I got Brown. Brown helps me figure it all out. Brown manages my inventory, fills my orders, then ships them to retailers anywhere. And here's the cool part. It saves me money, so I have the cash to keep my business growing and my people stoked. They're stoked.
Order fulfillment, distribution, one company. UPS. What can Brown do for you?
Are you a real fan? Want to be courtside?
Kid with the pass. Come on, guys.
Need a photo? Who's your favorite player? Searching for some numbers? Want to see the replay? Is that the game ball? Need some stuff? To experience the NBA live and to get the best seats of the hottest games, log on to NBA.com or America Online keyword NBA.com. What are you doing? Experience the NBA online. NBA.com.
Phillips Arena, the site of the 2003 NBA All-Star Game, and the balloting is underway. You can log on to NBA.com and vote for your favorite Hawks. There are 4 Hawks on the ballot: Sharif, Big Dog, JT, and Theo. And we encourage you to vote like they do at my precinct, early and often for the NBA All-Stars.
Indeed, Bob, the game here in the hometown. We want to get a lot of votes in for our stars.
30-27. New Orleans on top. Former Tar Heel George Lynch has come in for the Hornets. Augman, McClure, Davis, and Alexander out there. JT, Robinson, and Theo come back into the game now for Atlanta. Tough pick and roll, but Ratliff handles it.
Yeah, not a good pass from JT, but let's get a pretty good shot nonetheless.
Hornets, despite leading by 3, shooting under 40%.
JT taking Byron Davis away from that screen, running into Henderson, says, don't go over the screen, go see my man Hindu here.
Pass intercepted by Augman. 8 turnovers for the Hawks. Lynch. McClure missed the dunk. Theo was right there to challenge him.
Indeed.
JT to Robinson. Oh, they left him open. Inside, here's Dion squeezing 2 in off the glass.
Well, you talked about being a team and knowing your teammates. That shows Glenn Robinson had some respect and understanding of Dion's game, passing up that long jumper to go to glove inside, and they get good results.
Augman. He missed the stuff. And Theo is right there to defend. Robinson. Guarded by Baron Davis.
Robinson just wants to get close enough to turn and get that shot up. Pretty quick hands by Davis, preventing him from getting the ball up.
An illegal D on New Orleans. Old habits are hard to break.
Indeed.
George Lynch with the illegal defense. And Glenn Robinson to the line for the first time tonight. Number 5 in the NBA in free throw shooting at 93%.
A little hesitation there in that.
12 points for the big dog. And Dion to play it in. Hornets will make a substitution. David Wesley coming back in. Aaron Davis gets his first breather.
Wesley takes over the point guard duties. He's kind of playing that role as a starting 2, backup point guard.
Theo up and off. Toss ahead to Augman. He'll shoot 2. The second foul on Dion Glover. This game started to cool off a bit. We started with some white-hot intensity tonight.
Yes, we did, Bob. And this group on the floor now, not quite as intense as that first group with the execution and the style of play. This group trying to get out in the open floor and spread the floor out a little bit more.
Catch a full hour of Frazier. Weeknights beginning at 10 p.m. only on UPN.
Theo Ratliff has certainly played an outstanding game, though, Bob, particularly in and around that basket. He's blocked and challenged shots. He's rebounded well. Has had a big impact on how this game is played and the fact that Hornets only have a 1-point lead now. Another board for him.
31-30 New Orleans. Robinson. Hindu got a hand on it. Another chance. Trying to create room and does.
Hindu continuing to go to the offensive glass. He's moving to be a very good rebounder for the Hawks, particularly this season over his career.
Yes, 4 times, Mike, in 8 games this year. He's led the Hawks in offensive rebounding off the bench. Alexander has it swat away by Theo. Oh, my goodness, JT short. Dion crashing. He couldn't connect. Boy, was that a block by Theo Ratliff. He's going to try to get another one. He altered that shot. This one left short, and a foul on New Orleans. Boy. You talk about eating a basketball.
Yes, sir.
I mean, come on.
Was this an explosive block shot or what? I mean, he's 13 feet. He's up near the top of the square to block that shot, and so quickly was Theo Ratliff getting to those heights.
Foul on Jason Terry, his first. And George Lynch at the foul line for New Orleans.
Theo just
his 4th block and another rebound. That is his 7th board in this first half.
Playing outstanding, Bob. Staying out of foul trouble, as we mentioned in the opening.
Jason Terry to Theo Ratliff, and that's knocked out of his hands by Augman. Got him across the wrist. Stacy inside to lay it in. I thought they got away with one that time.
I think they did get away with one, Bob. When he was going up for it, looked like it was across the wrist or arm, and they were off and running.
Jason Terry back to Robinson. 4-3. Big Dogs cooled off. Now 5 of 9. Lynch has it blocked by Glover.
Athletes are out to play tonight.
Jason Terry lines up a 3. Switch.
It's just an outstanding game so far. A lot of intensity. Players playing hard and well.
35-34 Atlanta. Augman looking.
Tracy held the ball a little too long. Really ruined it.
Big Dog. Nice takeaway. Glover slams it home. And Paul Silas is going to stop the clock right here. 5:07 left in the second quarter. The Hawks have taken a 3-point lead. 37-34 Atlanta.
Catch something extra special on pay-per-view this month.
Is this true?
Yes.
What is it?
If you order The Scorpion King starring Dwayne Johnson, you know they call him The Rock.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
You get the action-packed adventure, The Mummy, where a 3,000-year-old prince...
Come on, everybody knows the story.
For only $1 more.
Why?
It's the Desert Double Feature for only $4.99.
I knew it.
Right.
Now, isn't that the best deal around?
Let me think.
Yes.
And it's only on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
I have seen it.
Have you?
Introducing all new America Online 8.0. We listen to Design AOL 8.0 with hundreds of exciting new features. Like the new email sort to quickly identify important mail. And the smarter search so you can find what you're looking for faster. And better parental controls to help safeguard your kids. There are hundreds of new features to easily connect you to the people and things you care about most. New America Online 8.0. Call 1-800-4ONLINE now.
All we're saying is give new movies a chance. Ready to see something new? Turn to Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Come on, man, don't leave me out here like this, man. Better luck next time.
Ben Affleck.
He's got the file.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Can you give me back my time? Can you give me that?
Changing Lanes. Now playing on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Welcome back, Theo Ratliff, making his presence felt, blocking shots. His timing is superb. His leap is quick. And look at this block, up high and quick to swat it out, not giving up anything. Defending the fort. Also chairman of the board, hitting the glass. Theo with 8 boards and 4 blocks, complimenting the outstanding scores of the Hawks.
I think I got to play that in the pick 3 tonight.
There you go.
0-8-4. Lynch. Here is Alexander with a rainbow. That's over the, nope, stayed inbounds. And Sharif claims it. Jason Terry looking over to Glover.
JT made a wise decision. He's going to try to get that pass through traffic to Big Dog. Would have gotten that one picked off.
Well, Lynch muscling Sharif, and that's going to be a foul on George.
There's not much tougher defensive small forward than George Lynch. Take a look at him. I mean, they're wrestling here for position. Reef, though, got that great position on him, and Lynch had to foul him or give up a chance for 2 or maybe 3 points on that play.
Baron Davis returns. Alexander sits down. A.J. Brown back in for Lynch. Nice screen. Now back to Sharif. Offensive stick back for Theo. No. A.J. Brown clears. Brown with 8 rebounds in the first half. PJ shoots it, misses it. Now Jason Terry. Hawks lead it 37-34. Sharif got a whistle. Albeit late in coming.
Yes.
A.J. Brown's second foul. And Sharif, who hasn't scored yet in the second quarter, getting ready for the free throws. Your playoff-bound Hawks are giving you a chance to win prizes as you watch the Hawks on UPN Atlanta by guessing tonight's mystery Hawk of the game. We'll give you a few clues. And tonight's first clue, this Hawk missed most of last season due to injury. That really narrows it down.
10 guys.
Log on to Hawks.com or call 888-628-1116 to enter. Sharif gets them both. He's got 14. Hawks the only team in the NBA with 3 20-point scorers so far tonight. Abdur Rahim 14, Robinson 12, JT 5. Baron Davis. They like that isolation with him.
Yes.
Now they go to Mashburn. JT in a switch, so Mashburn with 5 on the clock misses. Hornets didn't get much out of that.
No, they didn't. And Mashburn really.
And we've got a foul. Wesley was out of bounds, or just slapped it away, standing out of bounds. No foul.
Yeah. And JT really forced Mashburn out further than Mashburn should have allowed him to. JT, this much smaller player, really pushed him out far on that last possession, Bob. You were saying that Hornets didn't get a really good shot off.
Robinson. Glover had it, lost it, got it back. B.J. Brown just pushing Sharif off the block. Sharif gets the real estate back inside to Theo. Boy, it is a battle in that paint, folks.
It is. And I like the way that Glover's going in there battling, too, though. I mean, he's going and giving some help on the glass.
And Deion's having to play this entire quarter because Ira Newell's sitting over there with 3 fouls. Hornets will take a 20-second timeout. But Paul Silas wanted to make a quick point to his ball club as they come down offensively. The Hawks have a 4-point lead. You know, Paul Silas at one time was a Hawk.
Yes, indeed.
Played here in Atlanta after the club moved here from St. Louis for 1 season. Played 4 years in St. Louis. Perhaps best known for his days in Boston.
Yes.
With the championship teams with the Celtics. Was there a better offensive rebounder in his day than Paul Silas?
If there was, I've never seen him. I mean, Silas put up great numbers at Creighton in college and really had an outstanding career in the NBA and played about 17, 18 years also in the NBA. So longevity and a very intelligent player. On some of those Celtics teams, they thought he was the smartest player on the team. So conveying that to the young fellas.
Shot clock at 7. Hornets have gone 3 minutes without a field goal. Baron Davis shoots over Theo Ratliff. An air ball. No shots. That came after the buzzer.
Well, you keep in mind now, Theo Ratliff, a guy who can play that defense too. I mean, he specializes in defense, shot blocking and rebounding, made that shot hard.
2:56 remaining in the quarter. Timeout at Phillips with Atlanta on top by 5.
In the new millennium, the vampire Lestat
We should walk fearless in the open.
has awakened an ancient evil, Akasha, Queen of the Damned.
She takes pleasure in only one thing, destroying life.
Let her come. All she wants is hell on earth.
Join me or die.
Aaliyah, Stuart Townsend, Anne Rice's Queen of the Damned.
Conflict this month on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
I don't stop.
Hawks lead it 39-34 over the Hornets. 2:56 remaining in the second quarter. There's a look ahead at what's coming up for the Hawks. The homestand continues Monday with Toronto, Wednesday with Minnesota. It's the action on Fox Sports Net. Then Friday back with you here on UPN in Boston. A home and home back-to-back with the Celtics. Our first game on Turner South comes up next Saturday, right here from Phillips Arena, where we have got a dandy going. So glad you're with us tonight. Glover inside, leaves it short. McGlory with the rebound. The Hornets haven't had a bucket since the 6:09 mark of the period.
We expect them to look to Mashburn possibly to change that.
Inside, a great block by Sharif. Follow no, and Theo in there can't get it. McGlory misses, and Robinson the rebound.
Theo felt
Boy,
he was
it's
fouled.
airtight in there.
It is airtight and physical in there too, Bob.
Yes. JT missing a three.
But Lon Kruger wanted to know how his team would respond to a physical, strong team. Got all he asked for right here.
Theo's not happy.
No, I mean he's getting some licks in there.
Wesley, good help by JT. Good hands, and the ball kicked. Was there a foul on Theo? Yes. First foul on Theo. Tonight's points in the paint. Brought to you by Home Depot. Look for the hammer symbol all over the store. It means that at Home Depot they've got lower prices nailed.
Lon Kruger wanted a little clarification. Was it a kick ball or a kick foul?
Foul is the answer.
Yes.
Mashburn spins in, shoots over Theo, had to use the high glass to do it.
Outstanding move, and you expected the Hornets to go to Mash, trying to break the drought.
5 minutes without a basket for New Orleans. 39-36 Hawks.
Boy, that's a good strong side D. Hawks have that magnificent three scorers over there, and finally one of them breaks loose for the basket. It's Glenn Robinson.
41-36. There are dogs barking in Phillips Arena. Mashburn plays to Baron Davis. Gets it back. Rocking Sharif, and that's going to be a 3-second violation against Atlanta. Down Theo. Mashburn will shoot the technical. One of just 7 in the NBA last season to average 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. You think the folks in Miami would like to have him back?
I think so, Bob. They could use a little offense now, couldn't they? Could have used it last year also.
41-37 Atlanta. In and out.
But you know, Bob, I think his experience at Miami has made him a better player.
No question.
Yeah.
Wesley. And the tip in by P.J. Brown. Boy, the shooters for New Orleans very tentative when they get close to the basket.
See, they are. Good reason to be so.
JT hooks it back to Sharif. Takes it in. Goes down hard, and we've got a blocking foul on New Orleans. And that will be the third on PJ, and boy, you wonder about the back when Sharif takes a tumble like that in the paint.
Well, it's physical and tough inside. Sharif trying to find his way down the lane right here. And maybe hit the foot of P.J. Brown on the way, possibly.
They're saying McClure the foul
McClure
rather than P.J. They just made that late change. We got some clarification.
Okay.
So McClure his third, and Sharif to the line. Strong first half.
It is, Bob, and it's been a physical first half, and maybe as physical as the game in St. Louis, as New Orleans and Atlanta will play tomorrow afternoon. It's been that kind of physical play.
Probably more so. These guys don't have pads.
That's right. That's right.
Give these guys pads and helmets.
Exactly.
See what happens.
Right.
What a great sports weekend.
Indeed it is.
Abdul Rahim splits the pair, and we've got a lane violation on P.J. Brown. He was in too soon, so Sharif's going to get another free throw.
P.J. with a menacing look, like, why are you calling that?
P.J. was called because it's a violation.
That's right.
And I will put my stock in Dick Bavetta.
I will too. P.J. still arguing his case.
Let's see if Sharif can take advantage of the reprieve, and he does. 43-39, half a minute to go in the period. Emmanuel Davis marking Baron Davis. Mashburn. Fade away. In and out. Big Dog clears. Hawks can take the final shot here. 7 seconds, and the Hawks will use a 20-second timeout to talk about it. This 20-second timeout is brought to you by the Georgia Lottery, contributing over $5 billion to education in Georgia. What was that victory number?
084.
There it is. Play that tonight.
Absolutely.
43-39 Atlanta. Lon Kruger has to be happy with his way his club has responded here. They did have a luxury. It doesn't always work this way with a schedule, but they did have the luxury of ending that West Coast trip, having a day off, and then 2 days to prepare.
And that really is a luxury, Bob, because usually you come back and you still got jet lag, and you got to prepare for the next game, and you stumble out of the block on that first home game. Hawks have not stumbled at all tonight, though. They've been sharp, they've been competitive, and they've been physical. Outstanding game thus far.
7.7. Big Dog to get it in. Pass, but Theo controls, moves in, foul.
Theo battling inside with P.J. Brown. Finds a way to get close enough to get to the free throw line. Lynn Robinson gave him a pretty aggressive little lead pass there. Theo didn't give up on it, though. Goes to the line.
That's 3 on P.J. And Cracker Traylor will come in. Darvin Ham coming in for Atlanta as we get set for Theo Ratliff's 2 free throws. 0 for 2 at the line today. Theo getting his conditioning back, getting that game flavor back after so much time. Played 38 minutes in back-to-back games in Sacramento and Los Angeles on Tuesday, a great sign.
And I think you made a good key there, Bob, when you say getting the flavor of the game back. Early, he was too aggressive, too anxious, going out, trying to block everything. He's making better decisions and choices now and staying in the game. You need him in the game. He's such so much trouble for the opponent, just his presence alone and his shot blocking ability.
Changed that pick 3 to 194. At the buzzer. And the first half is over. What a great half of basketball. Boy, that was fun. And 24 minutes to go. We've reached the break in Atlanta with our score. Hawks 44 and New Orleans 39.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Let's play The Stranger.
Okay.
When someone gets home tonight, someone should be wearing a naughty French maid.
Hornets with P.J. Brown. Those two starters have 3 fouls apiece.
Yes.
So it's not like the Hornets have been backing down any. They've been doling out the punishment, too.
No, they certainly have. And I tell you also, looking out front, Newble had a tough challenge with Wesley. Newble, of course, a converted small forward. And Wesley's probably the smallest guard he's guarded all year long. And he's quick. He comes off screens. So that was a challenge for Newble, too, getting over screens with little guards. You could expect that to be a challenge for him, and it was somewhat in the first half.
Hawks ball. Jason Terry inside to Sharif. Theo there to clean it up. I don't believe Sharif could realize he was that open.
Exactly right. Exactly right. He was surprised. He was waiting on McGlory, somebody to hack him across the shoulder, and it didn't come.
46-39 Atlanta.
Wesley coming off those screens. Silas wants to know it, and he's right there. Newble got all around that one.
Laura with the dunk.
Wesley still able to take the ball and drive it in the lane and create.
Robinson started the first period red hot. And we have a whistle. And an illegal D against the Hornets. So Robinson will step up to shoot the tee. Second such violation against New Orleans tonight.
Silas very unimpressed with that call.
To say the least.
Right?
Big Dog, a rare miss. That's only the 4th free throw he has missed all season. Talked about his red hot start. Not much since.
Well, Lon Kruger was trying to get him ignited on that first play, Bob, clearing out the side for him.
JT loses the handle. Now the catch and shoot. P.J. Brown clears. And JT with the steal. Good heads-up play. And quick ambush on Wesley.
Yes.
Hawks trying to get something set. Robinson blocked. Shoots over Wesley and air ball. And good hustle by Sharif, but he cuts it out of bounds. New Orleans basketball.
And Robinson thought he was fouled on that play. Trying to take Wesley in and draw a little contact. Wesley did a pretty good job defensively. He may have hit him on the arm, but good job of moving his body away.
Good poke away. And Ira Newble was held by Wesley, and they didn't see it.
Wesley may have gotten away with 2 fouls there.
Well, they might get past the officials, but they sure don't get past us.
Oh, no, sir. Not when they're fouling those guys in the white and red, they're not.
McGlory tipped out of there. That's a goaltend. Give the basket to Jamal.
I tell you, that was a little closer than you think, though. That may have. I mean, Theo's so quick, you assume it's going to be a goaltend. Take a look at it here now. Boom, that ball looks like it's still on the way up. I think that may have been a good block.
46-43 Atlanta. Jason Terry under tough pressure by Baron Davis. He can't shake him.
No.
Now Theo is fouled by McGlure, and that's his fourth.
McGlure almost playing too tough. I mean, this is how the Hornets do, though. They challenge you, they get all up in your shirt, and that makes them a little more foul prone. However, this is how Paul Silas wants his defense played, and that's how it will be played. But nonetheless, McGlure picks up a foul, and that hurts him. Of course, Eldon Campbell on the bench in street clothes puts pressure on that front line.
Theo to the foul line. Keep in mind, the next Chick-fil-A family night will be Friday night, the 29th of November, when the Hawks take on the Miami Heat here at 7:30. Packages starting as low as $59 available. You receive 4 tickets for Chick-fil-A combo meal coupons, a special Hawks premium item. For tickets, 404-827-DUNK. Theo having a tough time at the line. Robinson, though, the offensive rebound. Now Theo's going to get a little closer and misses that one.
It gets tough in there, Bob. Those guys not only physical, they're talented and smart. They don't give you an easy foul in there. They'll back off and just pressure you and force you to miss without fouling you.
46-45. JT protecting it from Baron Davis. That's not easy.
Look at the hands of P.J. Brown, too. I mean, these guys are good defensive teams.
JT draws the contact in the lane.
JT not having many options there. He has to put that one up. But, Bob, when you're playing against a guy like Davis with those quick hands, if you mess around and play around with the ball in his face, he's going to slap it away from you. If JT can utilize his quickness and make him move laterally or go by him, that would be to his advantage. Not easily done, but that's the way he has to attack it.
It's a full night of comedy, all starting with a new Parker's Mondays beginning at 8 p.m. on UPN Atlanta.
One other option, Bob, is for JT's big people to set some screens. Anytime your guard's getting harassed that hard, set up and set a good hard screen, even if occasionally you get an offensive foul call. You can put your guard up.
Davis has Big Dog in a mismatch.
Yes.
So too JT on Mashburn, and that is going to be a foul on Jason Terry, putting that leg into Mashburn. Second foul on JT.
Well, you remember earlier we commented on the fact that Mashburn allowed JT to push him out too far, and his fall-away jumper wound up a 20-footer. This time he was not going to let that happen against a smaller JT. He's going to back his way in and shoot a 14-footer, and JT had to foul him to keep him out.
Here's Mashburn to the corner. To Traylor. Nope. Rebound Sharif. Tractor has a caboose. Did you notice?
At least. Couple of cabooses looks like this. The old double caboose. Wow. Clinic on that jumper. I mean, that's textbook fake free shot without using a dribble even.
Hawks' second field goal of the period. Atlanta by 5. Mashburn against Robinson. Jamal trying to get him right back. Can't. Rebound Robinson. Big Dog, this is always a dangerous thing.
Yes, indeed. You don't want him making plays.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go get the ball from him, though. You just don't want him making plays.
Wesley. Up and in. 50-47 Atlanta. Chasing. Now to Sharif. Gets it back. Corner shot. Good. And he looks back at Baron Davis.
Heat is on.
Second three for JT. 53-47 Hawks. That three ball won't go. Now JT met by Baron at midcourt. Gets around him. Oh, Sharif was out of bounds.
Well, see, JT that time, I like how he just put the ball behind his back and went right by Davis, but Sharif didn't have that inline measure, sideline measure, brother.
Mashburn getting a screen from Jamal for three.
Ball about it too long. Lost his rhythm himself.
Loose ball foul on Atlanta. Newble, his fourth. Well, Deion Glover immediately off the Atlanta bench.
Well, this has been a tough matchup for Newble. It really has, Bob. I mean, Wesley has been able to curl, catch, shoot, penetrate. He's smaller and quicker, and Newble's done a good job. He's going to fight you always, everywhere. But just a difficult matchup. Not a good matchup for Newble against David Wesley.
And a technical foul on Ira Newble. That adds to the insult of his fourth foul. Mashburn to shoot. Jamal, a 77% foul shooter, has missed 2 technical free throws tonight.
There's always more on technical fouls than they are when you got people standing around the lane to keep you company.
7:15, third quarter. Hawks lead it by 6. Here's Wesley working against Deion Glover. Davis fakes JT, now gives to Wesley. Rebound tip, tractor trailer, rejected by Theo. Swipe that one right off the glass, and here's Sharif. Up in the air with nowhere to go.
Don't want Sharif being your playmaker either.
Jamal, spin move, and lays it home. Beauty.
Indeed.
53-49 Atlanta.
Hawks giving the ball to their big people a little too early, Bob, and depending on Glenn and Sharif to make plays. On this team, that's a tough deal. I mean, they get hands-on passes, they get bodies in the lane.
Sharif misses a 3. Davis.
Beautiful pass.
Wesley lays it in. David Wesley with 9. 53-51. You'll hear more than a few cheers for the Hornets tonight. That's all the New Orleans fans in town for the weekend. Came to cheer their Saints, and they're taking the Hornets to heart here at Phillips. And New Orleans is on the comeback trail. 6:14 left in the third.
Before it can be a favorite old movie, it has to be a favorite new movie. Ready to see something new? Turn to Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
It's called a panic room. A safe room.
There's still $3 billion in this house. What we want is in that room.
You can't get in the panic room. You have to get her to come out.
Look and listen.
Panic Room. Now playing on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Introducing a new idea from America Online. New America Online 8.0. We listened to everything you asked for and designed new AOL 8.0 with better, more personal ways to stay close to the people you care about, the things that matter most, and to do it all more easily and more safely. AOL 8.0. It's not just a new version, it's a whole new vision.
Welcome. So you surf for an hour and there's nothing on TV. You're tired of all those reruns they show eternally. You want to know where you can find something that's really new. So see our list of titles on Blockbuster pay-per-view.
Movies, that is. Tune to Channel 105 for a list of current movie titles and special offers. For pay-per-view previews, check out Channel 100. And for those real movie buffs, sign up for the weekly e-newsletter.
Just think outside the box office and you'll find something new. Up to 60 monthly titles on Blockbuster pay-per-view.
Movies, that is.
53-51 Atlanta. Getting the lead hasn't been a problem for this Hawks team all season long. Holding it has been. And the problem? The turnovers. So far 12 tonight. That's what you'd like to have for the game.
Yes.
And we've still got a quarter and a half to go.
And a good pressure team, Bob. Glenn Robinson has had his share of it. Part of the problem has been, though, that Glenn has been required to handle the ball too much. You got to go to the ball, get it out of his hands, let him be a scorer. Let him receive the ball down low as he gets banged by Wesley even before Mashburn meets him.
Big dog again.
He's a joy to watch, though. A finesseful jump shooter, knocking down another.
18 for Glenn Robinson. Davis. Mashburn screens. Looking, lobbing. 5 on the clock. Davis a 3. In and out. Rebound to Theo. Tractor wrestled it out of his hands, and it's out of bounds to Atlanta. (55-51) Hawks. Robinson. This is a three. Oh, look at Glover get up to claim it, but now it's out of bounds and belongs to New Orleans. Boy, Glove showing great leaps on that one.
Indeed, Bob. The leapers, when they get a couple of days off and they haven't played a couple of days, I mean, those legs get livelier and they just swing all over the gym. I remember days with Dominica. We hadn't played a couple of days. Look out.
Mashburn misses. Hornets at 32% for the night. JT to Glover.
Looking for Robinson.
Glove drives it into three men and draws the foul.
See, Glover's able to do that. He has the unique ability we pointed out before to drive in the lane and get fouls and get to the free throw line. Not many slashers on the team that can do that. Glove can and does and should.
Hawks fans, don't forget Wednesday, the Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett's only appearance in Atlanta this season. It's a college night at 7:30. For tickets, 404-827-DUNK. The Hawks came in the third best free throw shooting team in the NBA. 11 of 19 tonight. Glove good this time. His 5th points of the proceedings. And a 5-point lead.
P.J. Brown coming up to set that screen. That's what you need your big people doing when you're getting that kind of pressure, extended pressure.
Wesley. Air ball. Trailer can't save it. He's out of bounds. Paul Silas, his ball club, is playing its 4th game in 5 days, and we may be seeing some of the effects of that. The intensity with which this game began. Robinson. Mashburn, a heave, and Glover intercepts. It's plays like that that are born of fatigue.
Yes, they are.
And a foul called on Baron Davis.
And those kind of plays give your coach more gray hair, too. I mean,
yeah, Paul, he's got enough.
He's got it right.
Go easy on the man.
Really? It was Tommy Heinzen, you pointed out. I was trying to think of the former Celtics coach that had made the comment that Paul Silas was the smartest guy on the team. And he's had an outstanding career as a coach, too, Bob.
Yes, he has. So glad he got the job.
Indeed.
And a reach in on Trailer. 1 plus the penalty.
Sharif putting pressure on that interior defense, too. Even though they're physical and strong, you got to challenge them. You got to get to the free throw line and get some fouls on them. Glove does it from the guard position. Sharif, of course, able to do that from the forward spot.
Hawks had but 2 team fouls in the period. Hornets now over the limit. Sharif with his 17th point, looking for 18. Coming off a 26-point game against the Lakers in L.A. Tuesday. Hawks build the lead to 7. Wesley. Trailer screens. Wesley shoots and hits. Well, when Trailer sets a screen, it's like a full eclipse.
It certainly is. Hits you with one of those cabooses and you're out of action.
Robinson, touch pass, Glover, takes it up. No whistle, gets it back, and scores. Boy, tough work inside for Glove tonight.
It is, Bob. It is. And so good to see a good pickup, having him to come off the bench and provide that.
Here's Wesley. David Wesley going right in. He's come alive in this 3rd quarter with 8 points. 60-55. Wesley at 22 last night, a season high against the Bulls. JT trying to turn that corner. Sharif in the paint. Fakes Brown. And will shoot 2. 4th on PJ.
Once again, Sharif challenging that front line, getting to the line and getting them in foul difficulty.
Courtney Alexander, George Lynch coming in. for New Orleans, and Terry going out for Atlanta. Davis in, Emmanuel Davis for the Hawks. Your playoff bound Hawks are giving you an opportunity to watch the Hawks on UPN Atlanta and win great prizes by guessing tonight's mystery Hawk of the game. Our second clue tonight, this Hawk leads the NBA in blocks. Okay, got it?
That should do it. Phones are ringing.
1-888-628-1116 or log on to Hawks.com. He has been a model of consistency in his 2 seasons in Atlanta.
Yes.
You can pretty much wrap up a 20-10 season for Sharif before it begins.
Yes, you can, Bob. And such an anchor for the offense. You've got a guy you can go to that's going to give you that every night. Very valuable.
Mashburn at the point right now.
They like Mashburn handling the basketball against most small forwards.
Davis to Alexander. Outside George Lynch. A little out of his range.
Yes.
And Sharif snatches it away from Traylor. 62-55 Atlanta. Love. Nice. I mean, the look off, the fake, the drive, the dunk, perfect.
Indeed, Bob, with the left-handed slam, glove, the fresh young leg.
Baron Davis. Off the glass and good. Wonderful shot. But just his first of the second half. 10 points for Baron. 8 under his average. 64-57. Emmanuel. Boy, Lynch. Right in Sharif's armpit. Inside Hindu. And it is knocked out of bounds by Baron Davis. Hawks will have 6 seconds to shoot when we come back to Phillips. 2 minutes to go in the period. Hawks lead it 64-57.
I'm in.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Right as that. Flyers.
Make it a Bud Light.
Your memories are priceless. So why not preserve them on a format that can stand the test of time? Recordable DVD by Philips. Simple to use, easy to enjoy. Some memories were meant to last. Preserve them with a Philips DVD recorder.
Morning, William. Looks like somebody got a haircut.
Too short?
Yeah. Hey, no, you can't drive the truck. See you tomorrow, Bobby.
Who can you count on? You know them by name.
Tonight's deposit of the game brought to you by Bank of America. Open a My Access checking account today. Bank of America, the official bank of the Atlanta Hawks. You're watching a superb play by Deion Glover.
Boy, it just takes the baseline, explodes, and no help can even react in time before Glover's ducking it home. Your Bank of America deposit of the game.
64-57. There was a foul on that last play. Baron Davis was cited for a reach-in foul. His second. And it will be Alan Henderson the beneficiary. Hornets over the limit. Hawks enter the final 2 minutes of the period with a foul to give. And Hindu steps up. I haven't sung the praises of Alan Henderson much tonight, but his contributions to the success of this Atlanta team have been huge. When Theo was having his difficulty early in the year getting back into playing shape, it was Henderson who shouldered the load inside.
He certainly was, Bob. Very intelligent player. He's going to make good, smart decisions, good fakes, be at the right place at the right time, and has been hitting the glass aggressively. think playing less minutes is kind of reviving the aggression in this game, where he's not pacing himself, but going all out, looking to earn more minutes and playing well.
The Hawks have an 8-point lead, their biggest of the game. Courtney Alexander with the reverse. He was a huge scorer in college at Fresno State after starting his career at the University of Virginia. First two tonight, 65-59 Atlanta.
Lynch making it difficult to get the ball to Sharif.
Pretty good lob by Davis. Sharif and one. Lynch, his second foul, but look at the setup. A little late here at the end, but a good lead by Emmanuel.
Yes,
waited for Lynch to make his final move and then dumped it to him.
Indeed, and you need that kind of entry pass when you got a score like Sharif. You got to learn how to get the ball to him. Emmanuel, a good lead pass that time. And as a result, he gets the three-point play.
Hawks lead at 68-59. Wesley. Marked by Emmanuel Davis.
Side is cleared out. Now Henderson is going to come back and give a little support. It looks like they might be in a little zone right here, Bob.
Mashburn baseline. He gets fouled. And Jamal will shoot two. Darvin Ham, the guilty party. Oh, they say Henderson is first. So Mash steps up. Big nights this season. At 35 against the Heat, his old team, 32 against Golden State. 14th leading scorer in the NBA at 21 a game. He talked about his great value to this Hornets basketball team. But the Hawks, have made him work tonight.
Yeah.
And he scored 14 the hard way. 15 now with a free throw. Sharif. Boy, he's cooking.
Yes, he is.
These last three games, Sacramento, Lakers, and tonight, we have seen the Sharif Abdur-Rahim we enjoyed last season an all-star year.
Yes, we have, Bob. And he puts pressure on your defensive coach of the other team. Are you going to double team him, or are you going to let him keep doing this to you?
I say let him keep doing it.
Me too.
70-61.
And Bob, as you know, I'm sorry, Silas would prefer not to double team.
Oh, yeah. Old school.
That's right.
Old school.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You ever remember Red Auerbach doing a lot of double teaming?
Henderson, short. Here's Mashburn. And Darvin Ham had that baby measured all the way.
Yes, he did.
Sharif.
That's out, Sharif.
At the end of the clock, got it off in time, but behind the goal, and the period comes to an end. But the Hawks are seizing control. Lon Kruger's club with a solid period behind Sharif Abdur-Rahim, and we head to the fourth. Atlanta leads New Orleans 70-61.
If you ever lose your Bank of America credit or check card and it's used fraudulently, you won't be liable for a cent and will replace your loss by the end of the next business day. Guaranteed. Introducing Total Security Protection. Our way of helping you feel safer using your cards. It's free, automatic, and only from Bank of America.
Hey, look, it's only $1. Don't waste your money.
Breathe. Pam needs a second opinion. Luckily, T-Mobile has a camera phone that doesn't cost a fortune. Carry on.
The Ivory Toad of Shanghai.
Hello, Buck.
Introducing the $100 camera phone, only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
I'm not going to build up the coolest tree out.
I don't
have a clue what I'm doing here.
Well, let's see what you got. Oh, wow, a treehouse.
He can build anything.
Never built anything before.
Relax, I think you're in the right spot.
He wants a trap door.
Balcony, rope swing.
I'm going to suggest 16 penny.
You can do it.
You sure I can do this?
He's a genius.
Trust me.
All right.
Dad?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Congratulations, my friend. Your youth and curiosity has served you well, and you will be rewarded with a nice vanilla Coke. I believe you'll find a delicate hint of vanilla flavor, alluring, the taste, smooth. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks for stopping by. Jimmy, reward your curiosity with new vanilla Coke.
Shareef Abdur-Rahim still cooking, still aggressive, challenging the defense, getting to the free throw line, taking the bump, finishing, handling the ball, making his moves very crisply. He's having an outstanding night anchoring the Hawks offense.
We start the fourth. Bob and Stinger from Phillips, 70-61 Atlanta. Outside for three, Davis missing. Barron struggling, 4 of 17. JT to Newble. Sets, hits. That's a three-pointer.
JT not getting a lot of looks tonight as Shareef really playing well offensively. Big dog knocking down a couple threes there.
Alexander had to pull the shot back, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Atlanta ball.
Well, Alexander raised up and looked, and Henderson was right there with a hand in his face as you look at those numbers for Shareef Abdur-Rahim. In those 32 minutes, he's got 25 numbers.
And the free throw.
Yeah.
12 of 12. And Paul Silas, we mentioned earlier, slow to anger. He's reached the boiling point. A timeout with 44 seconds elapsed in the fourth quarter.
Can I ask you one more question? Shoot. I've been following you guys for a while, and I know the business is really cutthroat. So what is it that separates you guys from all the other bands?
I'd say our lyrics.
Yeah, it's the lyrics.
Yeah. We're all about the words.
Oh, that's good.
Digital widescreen TV from Philips, everybody gets a better picture.
Shareef takes it to the hole.
Look at him drive.
Jack Daddy's unstoppable.
What defender can survive?
Pierce always gets the loose ball.
He ain't afraid to die.
Man, those dances are hot.
Now you ain't talking jive.
How many hot dogs did you eat?
I think it was 35.
The NBA
With apologies to Dennis Scott, Brian Oliver, and Kenny Anderson, the new Atlanta Lethal Weapon 3 is Messrs. Robinson, Abdur-Rahim, and Terry.
Indeed, Bob.
As we come back, a foul inside on Baron Davis. And the Lethal Weapon 3 with Shareef leading the way, 25 tonight. Then the big dog and JT, and Terry's hit 3 threes.
Indeed, he utilized that three-point shot very effectively.
73-61 Atlanta. Here's Newble. Now to Theo. Guarded by PJ and a travel. Hawks done a good job in the second half, just their fourth second half turnover. the clinch. On the cut, Alexander off his hands. So the Hawks get it right back thanks to a New Orleans turnover. JT. Tough to get those off inside against this club.
Yes, it is, and they don't give up the easy fouls, Bob. I mentioned earlier, those big bodies, they know how to move the body, keep the hand in the way. They don't bail you out just because you come in the lane very often.
Davis. P.J. Brown in and out. Baron Davis. And Newble blocked that one away. JT to Theo. Wide right.
Well, not the typical offensive flow in the game right now, Bob. Of course, you've got Big Dog and Sharif on the bench. And the problem as far as getting JT ignited, who's going to handle the ball?
PJ throws it up, no. Theo Radliff and PJ Brown just now getting to their feet at the other end. They got tangled up under the basket. Here's Ham. Garvin to the cutting Henderson on a foul.
You know, Ham, if you get him on the block, Bob, has a little better moves than you would expect. I talked with Dominique Wilkins about him a lot before the game. He said it's surprising that he has pretty good fundamentals. You don't think of him in that offensive context, and Dominique works with the guys on their post moves, and he kind of likes his moves on the post if he gets that position first.
Your last chance to get the 5-game season ticket package at just $125. The plan includes games with the Lakers, Kings, Celtics, Sixers, and Wizards. For more information, call 404-827-DUNK. When you talk about Ham's good play inside, here's another newcomer to this Atlanta team as he comes up with that offensive rebound. It takes time to work with him. It takes time for him to develop his game and work with his new teammates.
Absolutely right. And see, you've got three. See, look what's happened so far. Bill Radliff has taken 3 shots right here. Has the ball 3 times if he goes up high on the defensive end. But Hawks not getting good possessions down here, Bob. Just not getting really what they want. And I know Kruger's trying to buy time here, 9 minutes in the fourth before he makes his push.
Theo's going to try another one and hit this one.
There's that one. Catches that defense back, and he's able to knock that down.
5 points. Theo shaking his head.
All right.
That's okay, big fella. Just keep blocking those shots and getting those rebounds.
Indeed.
The offense is a bonus.
Yep.
New Orleans 0 for 5 from the floor. 2 turnovers in the period. New Orleans yet to score in this fourth quarter. Courtney Alexander trying to take care of that and does. 4 points for Courtney. 76-63 Atlanta.
Paul Silas going to zone, Bob. He could possibly be sensing that his troops have hit the wall. You know, you mentioned during the break you thought they looked a little tired. I would agree. And he may be trying to save a little of that energy going to that zone defense.
Ashford. Alexander. Good. A 3 from the corner. 5 quick points for Courtney. And New Orleans has cut it to 10. And Lon Kruger says that'll be enough of that. And a timeout. 7:51 fourth quarter. Hawks 76, Hornets 66 on the Hawks Television Network.
Introducing a new idea from America Online. New America Online 8.0. We listened to everything you asked for and designed new AOL 8.0 with better, more personal ways to stay close to the people you care about, the things that matter most, and to do it all more easily and more safely. AOL 8.0. It's not just a new version, it's a whole new vision.
Welcome.
DirecTV is proud to bring you another exclusive preview event with the unstoppable In Excess. With a career spanning 25 years and more than 30 million records sold, Live Baby Live captures the Australian superstars at the pinnacle of their success. Tune to Channel 103 any weekend in November to see Live Baby Live. Then pick up all the hits on our brand new CD collection, The Best of In Excess. It's another DirecTV preview event.
Reading is fun, and books are cool too.
I will read a book daily to learn something new. I will learn different words, and I will listen in school.
When teachers read stories and share reading rules.
I will practice my skills in every way.
Reading is something I will do every day.
Reading offers great adventures to me.
Reading will help me be the best I can be.
Tonight's Delivery of the Game brought to you by UPS. Brown delivers amazing things for you no matter what you do in business. And you thought we just delivered packages. UPS, what can Brown do for you? Leon Glover aiding the Hawks with that delivery on the jam. Glove has scored 9 points. Couple of jams for him tonight. Hawks with a 10-point lead. And Lon getting the A team back on the floor. That includes Big Dog and Sharif and JT. And Jason Terry plays Ira Newble. Down in the lane goes McClure. Can't stop Theo. Or rather, Mashburn was the man who hit the deck. 12-point Atlanta lead, 78-66. P.J. Brown guides it in, 13 points. His first points of this second half.
Well, Paul Silas directing guys where to play on that zone. He wanted Mashburn in a different position. He wanted P.J. Brown over there.
And a foul on Mashburn as he got Terry's arm.
Tell you, that's a good take to the basket by Jason Terry. Generally, your little guys going inside. They try to shoot it early. They don't take it far enough to get the foul. But JT takes this right into the teeth of the defense, and he gets to go to the free throw line.
JT has been caught by the free throw bug tonight. Your playoff-bound Hawks giving you a chance to win. Our mystery Hawk tonight is Theo Ratliff. You can enter the contest by calling 888-628-1116 or logging on to Hawks.com. 79-68 Atlanta. PJ held in the paint. And it's on Sharif, his second. Well, we can only hope, Mike, that this sets the tone for the weekend. But, you know, Atlanta taking care of New Orleans tonight. And Atlanta take care of New Orleans again tomorrow at the Georgia Dome.
That would be a good weekend of activity.
Nash in the middle, and Ratliff had P.J. Brown tied up.
Interesting enough, Paul Silas trying to go to P.J. Brown, not seen traditionally as a scorer, but P.J.'s played an outstanding game tonight, playing very aggressively, taking that ball in the lane. And it's P.J. and Mashburn playing the two-man game now.
Jamal up and off. Big Dog rebounds.
JT doing a good job of coming to get the ball.
Newble in the corner.
Still in the zone, or the Hornets. Nice pass inside.
Theo stripped. Mashburn, Davis, Alexander. Boy, Courtney Alexander has gotten a hot hand here in the fourth quarter. Still lots of time left. 6:06 and counting. 79-71 Atlanta. JT.
Still Hawks trying to get the ball inside.
Here's a tip. Davis save it. Oh, he came in from out of bounds. They caught it.
They caught it. Right after you caught it, though. You caught it when it was still in the air before he hit the ground. You take a look. Right here, he's out of bounds, and until he establishes both feet on this side of that line, he is out of bounds.
Was there any question?
No, sir. You had it before you hit the ground, Bob.
Sharif. Yes.
Boy, they were able to take the ball right in the middle. That was Silas still shaking his head on that one. That was much too easy for his liking.
As they try to mount a comeback. Sharif now with 27. Hawks lead it by 10 again.
This is the matchup I like.
Oh, Big Dog takes it away. And Alexander can't stop him.
And And now you've got Newble matched up with Mashburn. Now they're scrambling right now, trying to take whoever is available.
Boy, they're banging inside,
Yes, sir.
Sharif and PJ.
Yes, they are. And you think PJ's not a banger because he's not built like your typical banger. Rather slenderly built, but he's physical, Bob, and he's hard as nails and doesn't hesitate to pop you a time or two. Nicely done, cleanly done. Not a dirty player by any stretch.
Davis. Theo out to get it. Ratliff with his 15th rebound. Theo has blocked 6. Ratliff. Robinson. Newble couldn't snatch it away from Davis. Wesley.
Tough catch.
Yep, had to short hop it around his ankle.
Exactly right.
That would have been a tough play for Rafael Furcal.
right.
83-71 Atlanta. Sharif to the corner, JT. Dog says, I'll take a crack at it. Alexander rebounds. Nice poke away by Newble. 17 on the shot clock. Lon Kruger's Hawks unbeaten at home. They've got 5 of their next 6 in this building. And now New Orleans will take a timeout. 4:21 left. Hawks 83, Hornets 71.
In an age of sorcery and tyranny,
The prophecy says, tomorrow we conquer.
one man dared to fight back.
Will you stand alone before the fury of his army?
Order the Scorpion King starring The Rock. And stay tuned past the credits to learn how to get a $10 rebate off the Scorpion King video game. That's a $10 rebate off the Scorpion King video game. Catch this. The Scorpion King, now playing on pay-per-view.
I want my child to experience the wonderful things available online, but her safety is important to me. That's why we chose America Online. AOL invented parental controls and made it even easier to use. I can set limits, who she can talk to, where she can visit, no different than our other rules around the house. I trust AOL. I feel better knowing she's safer. After all, she's my baby.
Better parental controls on America Online 8.0.
You want to watch a big show on DirecTV, but your day is so busy you think it's not going to be. You got to drop the kids, and the dog needs a walk, and when the really good part comes, that's when your mama calls to talk. But just look for the all-day ticket and pay once. And when you're ready, you can tick it all day till 6 a.m. Eastern. So when you're watching the show and you really got to go, just get all-day ticket. And when you're ready, you can pick it. You know what I'm saying? All-day ticket.
(83-71), Atlanta leading New Orleans. We talked earlier tonight about the point guard matchup. Decision, JT.
Oh, indeed. I mean, JT has just kept the pressure on Bob. He's controlled the basketball. And his team is leading.
And only 1 turnover in the second half for Jason Terry.
Indeed.
4:21 left. Hawks lead it by 12.
And Bob, this is the matchup I like. I was talking about Newble. No, he's going to go outside. I thought he's matched up with Mashburn. Mashburn's going to get the ball a lot in these last 4 minutes.
Especially with JT on it.
Oh, yeah, they had the switch right there.
And Mash has it ripped right away by Theo. Whoa, look out. Out of bounds. New Orleans ball. A little high and outside of that fastball from Ira Newble. A lot of baseball references tonight. Tommy Lasorda walked in and
he changed the whole atmosphere around here. He's known to do that.
83-71 Davis. The hanger is good.
Davis is that kind of player, though. He can have a horrible shooting night and come and take the big shot. Plays with a lot of courage, a lot of heart.
He reminds me of Nick Van Exel in some regards. doesn't have a great shooting night, but boy, you need a big shot at the end of the game.
Exactly.
He'll take it and make it more often than not.
Hawks get 2 consecutive turnovers, Bob. Trying to have a little regrouping session.
And Newble, the guilty party on both occasions.
They're going to be looking for Mashburn a little more often now. He got the switch.
Aaron barely threw iron on that one.
Yeah.
Not a good possession.
No, it was not. They got the switch that they wanted. Silas grimacing and had Mashburn matched up with JT, and he took a long one with a hand in his face.
Newble comes up top to Robinson. Over Wesley, missed the three. And P.J. Brown way up court to Wesley. .240 left. And Robinson with the reach around. Tonight's points in the paint brought to you by Home Depot. Look for the hammer symbol all over the store. It means that at Home Depot, they've got lower prices nailed. And New Orleans with a +10 advantage in the paint tonight. Hawks have had an advantage, and albeit slight, in fast break points. Had a big advantage there in the first half. Alexander, boy, good pressure by Robinson to change that shot.
He had it timed perfectly, Bob, and got the hand up and bothered that shot.
And the Hawks will take a timeout with 2:22 remaining. Lon Kruger and the Hawks trying to close it out against the Hornets.
With a digital widescreen TV from Philips, everybody gets a better picture.
83-73 Hawks, 2:22 remaining here at Phillips Arena. We'd like to thank Jason Terry with a $150 Friedman's gift certificate for being our pregame show guest tonight. Friedman shoes sizes 7 through 22, where you and the athletes shop. Well, the challenge was thrust to Jason Terry. He and Baron Davis have a long history back to their days in the Pac-10. JT at Arizona, Baron Davis at UCLA, and that has carried over. And with the Hornets and Hawks in the same division, these guys go head-to-head 4 times a year.
They do, Bob. And you know, at different games, one of them gets the better of the other. Tonight, Jason Terry has played a better ball game. We've got 2 minutes left in this game, however.
Ira Newble swings it to Dog. Baseline, inside. Sharif. And Theo's there to get it.
New 24. Kruger would like to get a good shot, take a little time off the clock in the meantime.
Ira waits. Now Jason Terry. Skips it to Robinson. Off the glass.
That's a professional scorer that can just come in. I'll bank this one off the glass. How you like this one?
22 for Dog, 27 for Sharif. 85-73. And Mashburn will go to the line. Theo Ratliff, we saw him just a moment ago. We'd like to pass this note along. Theo has tied his career high with 17 rebounds tonight.
Man, boy, he has just been the chairman of the inside, not only the boards, laying all together.
Jamal Mashburn, his first point of the fourth quarter.
These fans leaving this arena, Bob. Probably some of the New Orleans faithful hoping for better success tomorrow afternoon?
I got 2 words for you.
What's that?
Michael Vick.
There you go.
85-75. Terry. Newble. Oh, nice. Ira Newble off the glass for his first field goal tonight. 87-75. Wesley had it poked away by Jason Terry, but Newble had him, I believe, on the hip first. Yes, this could be a chance for a sweep, Mr. Glenn.
Yes, indeed.
Georgia Tech won today. Georgia won today. Hawks win tonight. Now it's up to Dan and the boys tomorrow.
Bring us home. Great.
No bigger football fan, of course, than Mike Glenn.
Well, I tell you, my son, Michael Justin, watches all those games, and he's pulling me into it. Like, Daddy, you got to come to watch.
There you go.
So,
he's a fan.
Yes, he is.
Long faces on that New Orleans bench. They're going to fall to 7-3. But I think the one thing that might alarm Paul Silas in all that is they're just 1-3 on the road. Haven't played well on the road. As Big Dog knocks down that shot. And yes, they've been world beaters at home so far, but have to get a little more consistency on the road. Newble following David Wesley.
As you mentioned earlier, Bob, playing a lot of games in a row here, and fresh Atlanta team at home that's played a good ball game.
That's the one thing about the playoffs. You know, you go through this regular season grind, you're playing 5 games in 7 days, 4 and 5, and home back-to-backs on the road, all that stuff. Playoffs come, none of that. You know, you don't have any back-to-backs. You don't have this outrageous travel. You just settle in and play great basketball. And as you know, the Hawks have guaranteed their fans the playoffs. So far, so good. Another big test coming Monday night against Toronto. Ira Newble is fouled out of the game. Half a minute to go. Of course, when you think playoffs, you think down the road, all these home court wins mean something in the season series. If it ever comes down to a tiebreaker with the Hornets, if you got the advantage in the season series, that pays huge dividends, whether it's for home court or seeding.
Indeed.
Well, we've got a season's worth of basketball to go through before we get to that point.
Yes, sir.
But if you're like me, savor every one.
Indeed, and Bob, you know, there was outstanding attendance tonight. Looks like these fans are enjoying and connecting with this Atlanta Hawks team. Hawks certainly enjoy that and appreciate that. It looks like it's a kind of a mutual relationship developing here.
17,128 the paid at Phillips tonight. Mashburn hits them both. These Hawks fans staying right to the end. A 7-point game, 89-82. And with the shot clock dark, that will be the final score tonight. 89-82 Atlanta with the victory over the New Orleans Hornets tonight as they push their record to 5-4, 3-0 at home. And Paul Silas and the Hornets fall to 7-3. We will be back and wrap it up from Phillips right after this.
Is NBA action. This week, Steve Nash and the Mavericks are enjoying the taste of success. And Orlando's making some early season magic. Plus, Akeem Olajuwon ends his illustrious career. We'll profile the coach of the Wizards, Doug Collins, and bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
Jefferson back for Martin. A monster finish.
You're not going to stop those two on a break.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't believe that one, can you? Oh, baby, what a play. Man, what a dunk by Tim Duncan.
Stoudemire. Oh, David Stoudemire.
Hey, down. Showtime. Oh, my. Unbelievable. Oh, what a magnificent play. Here comes Shaq. Look out. Put that on the highlight reel right now. If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
off by taking you into the action in the West with the league's only undefeated team, the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks are one of the most talented teams in the NBA, featuring stars at just about every position. From shooting guard Michael Finley, who's been with the team the longest, to their all-star point guard Steve Nash, to their versatile center Rafe LaFrentz, and their emerging superstar Dirk Nowitzki. The Mavs are focused on bringing an NBA title to Dallas.
I think that wasting your time with any other goal is really pointless. So we really need to come together and make sure we're on the same page and striving to win that championship.
After losing in the conference semifinals last year, the Mavericks have come out flying. They've dominated the league over the first 2 weeks of the season, lifting their championship hopes even higher.
I think we have the team for it. We have the coach and the whole organization is ready for it, so we just got to go out and do it.
1, 2, 3, 1, go!
The undefeated Mavs stormed into Chicago, trying to go 5-0 for the first time in franchise history.
Nowitzki drives baseline, up and under, and lays it in.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Boy, they make it look so incredibly easy. Van Exel backs in, finds Walt Williams. He'll put up a three, and he'll hit a three.
And with Steve Nash leading the way, the Mavericks left the Bulls in the dust.
Wow, what a great move from Steve Nash.
Are we headed toward a period of time when Steve Nash becomes the best point guard in the NBA?
I'd take him over anybody right now healthy, Bob. I really would.
After the win in Chicago, Don Nelson looked to add to his winning percentage when his team hosted Detroit. And once again, Dallas jumped on top early.
Nash got a piece of that from behind. He's on the fly, 2-on-3, stopping and kick passing to Nowitzki. Coming off the 26-point, 11.5 rebound road trip in 2 games. He has 8 early tonight.
The Mavericks were in total command as Rick Carlisle's Pistons had no answers for Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash.
Phillips had it knocked away by Nash. 3-on-2 the other way. Steve pirouette, fades away. Oh, Nash lapping up that home cooking baby for a 20-9 lead. Can Nash play any better than he's played tonight? I mean, he's made a mockery out of the point guard matchup with Chauncey Billups.
After routing Detroit, the Mavs fell behind early against Portland. But then it was Dirk to the rescue.
Another three! Oh! LeBron Bombers!
I'd buy a ticket to watch Dirk Nowitzki play basketball.
Nowitzki steps inside the arc, shedding Wallace. Gets it back from Nash. The give and go! The Mavericks putting on a clinic in this third quarter to lead by 8.
Owner Mark Cuban watched his Mavs run their record to 7-0. And as the winning streak grows, so does the team's confidence.
I think that we have a championship caliber team here. And, a lot of people can say that, but I think here this year we can really mean it. There's ourselves and maybe a few other teams in the league that are capable of having enough talent to win it. And we definitely feel like we're in that group.
Now let's check out the NBA.com Midwest Division standings. The Mavericks lead the pack with the Spurs in second. The Rockets are in third, followed by the Timberwolves. In the Pacific Division, the surprising Sonics remain on top, followed by the Kings and Suns. The LA Lakers have lost 4 straight and are tied for last place. We head back into the action, this time in the Eastern Conference, with a look at the red-hot Orlando Magic. We say hello to this year's Magic, starring Tracy McGrady, who comes off a stellar season and a spot on the All-NBA First Team.
The high right hand is good. He took it from the left side. Oh, my goodness.
But last year also brought a familiar sight. Grant Hill sidelined with an ankle injury.
Grant Hill is in obvious discomfort, and unfortunately his troublesome left foot is bothering him.
Other key players also came up limping, and even T-Mac was bitten by the injury bug, leaving the Magic depleted.
Orlando without its top 3 scorers, McGrady, Grant Hill, and Mike Miller.
The pain continued in the first-round playoff series against the Hornets, and the injuries were just too much to overcome.
The Charlotte Hornets have eliminated the Orlando Magic by taking 2 out of 2 here in Orlando.
Let's just be honest. Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady, Mike Miller, if they're healthy, I think we should be a better basketball team.
All hinges on the health of Grant Hill.
I think it'll be a big help, not only for me, but for the team. And, the goals that we want to accomplish this year, it's got to be with a healthy team, and that's got to be with me and Grant.
But this season, Orlando is healthy again, and it shows. McGrady and Hill are back to their old selves, and even free agent Pat Burke has had some magical moments. After starting the season 3-1, the Magic hosted Sacramento. And on this night, it was Tracy McGrady who was feeling like a king.
Ed Armstrong, front court, alley-oop. Tracy caught it, dunked it. Armstrong to T-Mac, and he flushed it through. Magic throw ahead, look out, McGrady all alone, dunks it down again. The tomahawk, right hand, right at you.
Hitting from everywhere, McGrady scored a game-high 41 points, his second straight 40-plus game. But he still needed help, and he'd get it from Grant Hill.
Bounce pass to Hill. One-handed dunk.
Hill chipped in with 21 as the Magic scored a franchise record 125 points to beat the Kings.
We're lucky to get out of here with this win. The T-Mac really got rolling for us there in the second half, really the whole game. And we had a good enough lead. We just got to learn from this, and we were playing good teams. You can't let them back in the game.
Up next for McGrady and the Magic was another good team, the Seattle Sonics, led by all-star Gary Payton. And early on, Orlando just didn't have their magic touch.
The Magic just 5 of 15 from the floor.
Looking for some offense, Coach Doc Rivers turned to Mike Miller, and Miller would deliver. He scored 10 of his 18 points in the fourth quarter and did it in many different ways.
Miller, right around the defense along the end line.
Need a bucket here, need a bucket. In a big way. 3 would be even better, Mike. Three's even better.
Sparked by Mike Miller's clutch shooting, Orlando went on to defeat Seattle. And their early success has the Magic now thinking big.
Everybody knows we can make the playoffs now. Just got to get out of that first round. I think if we get out of the first round, we're going to make a run. But until we get out of the first round, we won't know.
Now let's check out the NBA.com Atlantic Division standings. The New Jersey Nets and Boston Celtics are tied for first place, with the Sixers in third. The Magic are in fourth place. Over in the Central Division, it's the Indiana Pacers who have grabbed the early lead, followed by the Detroit Pistons in second and the Hornets in third. The Bucks and Hawks are tied for fourth place. Time now for more NBA action. Time to log on to NBA.com as Akeem Olajuwon closes out his legendary career.
Well, the Houston Rockets, the #1 pick for the second straight season. It is considered that once in 15 years a team can draft a center. Once in 25 years a team could draft a superstar center. And the Rockets' timing has been impeccable.
In 1984, the University of Houston's Akeem Olajuwon was drafted by the hometown Rockets. And throughout his career, the man they called Akeem the Dream would cause nightmares for opposing centers.
Olajuwon goes, he put Grant on! He put him in the cheap seat!
Akeem would go on to become one of the greatest centers of all time. His crowning achievement was leading Houston to 2 straight NBA titles.
For Houston Rockets are NBA champions.
Akeem returned to Houston to announce his retirement. His jersey was raised to the rafters during a halftime ceremony as fans and his former coach paid tribute.
Akeem, I know I speak for everyone when I say thank you. Thank you for your big heart and your passion to win. You are the epitome of the heart of a champion. And Akeem Olajuwon, you are truly a great one.
Olajuwon was a 12-time All-Star, a league MVP, and one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. And for Hakeem, it was fitting that he ended his career in the place where it all began.
I'm here sincerely to show my sincere appreciation for the city of Houston, for all my fans that have watched me right from college all the way to my professional career.
And there is little doubt that the next stop for Hakeem Olajuwon will be the Basketball Hall of Fame. Back with more NBA action. Now we profile a former NBA star who's currently the coach of the Wizards, Doug Collins, in this week's Time Out. Doug Collins grew up in Benton, Illinois, a typical American small town.
You know, I watched Andy Griffith and I sort of smiled because I grew up a little bit like Opie. My father was the sheriff, my grandmother was the cook, and my uncle was the deputy.
But Doug found the perfect outlet by dedicating himself to the game of basketball.
Our high school was the Benton Rangers, and the social activity revolved around our high school basketball program. As a young guy growing up, you just want to get that Ranger jersey. You want to be on the high school team.
The next uniform Doug would wear was that of Illinois State, where he became a college All-American. And after being chosen as the NBA's top draft pick, he donned the jersey of the Philadelphia 76ers.
I was very proud because, you know, I was drafted in 73. They were 9 in 73, and in 77 we played Portland for the World Championship. So in a 4-year period of time, I saw the team go from being the worst ever in professional basketball to being a part of a team that played in the finals.
A 4-time All-Star, Collins had a passion for the game, and he played it with reckless abandon, becoming one of the league's most intense competitors.
When I get the ball, I try not to put the ball on the floor. I try to catch the ball and take a look at the man defensively and try to find his weak side.
Collins flying toward the basket, goes down in a heap.
But Doug's hard-nosed style also left him with a number of injuries, and soon they began to take their toll.
Basically, my body just sort of broke down. Started out, I had stress fractures in both feet, and then it went to blowing out my left knee. Very, very painful to go through that because I love to play basketball so much. I was so young. I was sort of at the, you know, pinnacle of my career, and it was sort of taken away from me. So it was tough, but it taught me that life moves on, and you have to now go from being a player to how am I going to fit into society, and what am I going to do now?
Forced into premature retirement at the age of 30, Doug Collins traded in his game jersey for a suit and tie. In 1986, he was hired as head coach of the Chicago Bulls, and Doug quickly attacked the challenge of molding this young team into winners. He was coaching with the same energy he displayed during his playing career.
He was just what was needed. He just drove the team. He just drove them with his enthusiasm, his ability to motivate people.
With Michael Jordan, Doug had a player who was as passionate about the game as he was, and together they led the Bulls into contention.
That was get the ball, Michael. Everybody gets out of the way.
But given the competitiveness of both Jordan and Collins, their relationship was sometimes a bit rocky.
Mike, would you come here a second so we can see us on TV here, please?
There we go.
Would you tell him everything is fine? Oh. Okay, we've kissed and made up now, okay? All right, did you guys get that on camera?
But in 1989, after just 3 seasons as coach of the Bulls, Doug Collins was fired, much to his surprise.
It was the first time in my life I was ever told I wasn't needed. And so, you know, you go through a tough time.
While Doug turned to broadcasting, the Chicago Bulls went on without him, and they would dominate the NBA over the next decade, while he could only sit and watch.
I've never wanted to really take time to feel sorry for myself. I realize how blessed I am. you know, it was tough to be in Chicago and watch the team win 6 championships, but I know in my heart that I played a small role in that, and I felt very good about it.
It took 6 long years before his next coaching job. But Doug was finally hired as coach of the rebuilding Pistons, and he brought his trademark intensity to Detroit.
Guys, here's what I want on our last possession. Last possession, and let's execute it, okay?
There are 2 types of coaches in this business. Coaches who lead and coaches who drive. He, Pat Riley, people like that are drivers. They push the team every practice, every game.
Collins revived the struggling Pistons, leading them to their first playoff berth in 4 years while coaching in the All-Star game. But just like in Chicago, his coaching tenure in Detroit lasted just 3 seasons. Once again returning to broadcasting, Doug was widely regarded as the game's premier television analyst, but he clearly missed the excitement of coaching.
In broadcasting, I mean, you and your partner, the people in the truck, everybody who's working together knows that you've had a good telecast, but somebody might not like it and somebody might love it. I mean, it's very, very subjective. Coaching is, there is no subjectivity to it. You look at the final score and you either won or you're lost.
But his future in coaching seemed uncertain, as many wondered whether he would ever get another chance. The opportunity would come sooner than expected from an unlikely source. Last year, Michael Jordan brought his former coach full circle. He hired Collins to lead the young Wizards to respectability.
So without further ado, I'd like to bring Doug up and say thanks and welcome to the Washington Wizards. And we look forward for his ability to take this to a championship situation.
Thank you very much.
All right. It was a pivotal time for us to get someone who could teach, had a great reputation, love and passion for the game of basketball.
I think Michael's mere tapping him to coach has to mean a great deal to Doug. Because behind the scenes there's always, where was Michael in Chicago when he was fired?
It just validated that, you know, I felt good about, you know, what I had done in Chicago, and that it was the ultimate sign of respect for him to call me and say, will you come back and be with me, and let's see if we can get this thing turned around together. And so it was the ultimate compliment when he called me.
He knows how to take a program such as this and get them on track, get them believing. It's a sense of respect there between me and Doug, and it goes back to, you know, I played for him in Chicago.
15 years after taking over the Bulls, Doug Collins is once again rebuilding a young team around Michael Jordan. And now he can benefit from the past.
Doug has a great recall of maybe some of the incidents that he probably would like to have done differently. So I think he's far better prepared.
Well, I'm 50, then I was 35. And I hope to think that in time you continue to grow and mature, and I hope that I'm more patient as a teacher. So I just do my job every day, and I'm thankful that I have this opportunity.
Welcome back to NBA action. All right, time now for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV countdown. Starting us off at number 10, it's the Nets tandem of Richard Jefferson and Kenyon Martin.
Jefferson back for Martin. A monster finish.
You're not going to stop those two on a break.
Like a locomotive.
In at number 9, a T-Mac attack from Orlando's Tracy McGrady.
Becoming a better basketball.
Oh, McGrady. He winds and he throws it down.
At number 8, Antoine Walker finds just enough time to get to the bag.
Takes it from half court.
And banks it home.
Oh, Antoine Walker. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Coming in at number 7 this week, from much closer range, is Antoine's Celtic teammate Paul Pierce.
How about that move by Pierce? And they are loving it here at the Fleet.
At 6, perfection from Arvydas Sabonis to Antonio Daniels.
Slips and falls. There's the Statue of Liberty from Antonio Daniels.
went hard to the rim and hard to the floor.
In at number 5, off the fast break, the Houston Rockets launch Steve Francis.
Stevie, give it back, give it back, give it back! Franchise! Did he get up in the air?
Checking in at number 4 is this dazzling drive from the Spurs' Emmanuel Ginobili.
It looks like a, do you see some daylight there? I'll take it myself. He can create it.
And at number 3, Emmanuel lifts his performance even higher.
Ginobili to the rack. No. Oh.
He can get up there. No. Quick. Oh. At number 2, it's the Knicks' Shandon Anderson going high to the hoop.
Trying to go coast to coast.
Oh, man. Fearless.
And at number 1 is this game winner from Jerry Stackhouse.
Gives it back to Stackhouse.
What a finish.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us. Last week, fans on NBA.com voted for this Vince Carter jam over Tim Duncan as the number 1 play of the week, and it's worth another look. Remember, you can vote for your favorite play all season long by logging on to the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.